Welcome to Manchester, New Hampshire, home of the Manchester Monarchs and host of the 2005 Dodge AHL All Star Game. Tonight, the best young players in hockey representing all 28 AHL teams from across North America face off on one of hockey's brightest stages. The AHL All-Stars from Canada go head-to-head against the All-Stars from around the world in a showcase of the best talent on hockey's biggest stage. Welcome to the Dodge AHL 2005 All-Star Game inside the Verizon Wireless Arena here in Manchester, New Hampshire. Hi, everybody. I'm Kevin Quinn, working alongside Ray Ferraro. Ray, a sold-out crowd here. They know what they've come to see, some of the brightest and best in the American Hockey League, and with the current state of hockey, this is a great chance to showcase some of the best players in the world. And how about the leading scorer in the league who's going to be in this game?
Well, Jason Spezza leads the American League in points with 74. One of the dominant offensive players in the league. Last night in the skills competition, we got to see Spezza demonstrate his agility, his long reach, and his butter soft hands. Jason Spezza, one of the players who probably would not be here today if there was a different state in the National Hockey League. Another player is Kari Lehtonen, the fine young goaltender from the Chicago Wolves. He's big at 6'4". He's got the flexibility of Gumby, and the Atlanta Thrashers are thrilled to have Kari Lehtonen backstocking their team as they move forward in the National Hockey League. Here tonight in the American League All-Star Game, the finest players and the best that have ever been assembled in one All-Star Game.
Those are just two of the stars, and of course the home fans know that there are plenty of representatives of the Manchester Monarchs. Our Peter Labardius has more on one of them right now. Peter.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Leading the way for the hometown Monarchs is the second leading scorer in the American Hockey League, playing with the Canadian All-Stars and wearing number 13, Mike Camilleri. Camilleri tied for the league lead in goals with 30. He already has 59 National Hockey League games to his credit. He might not be here either, but I really think for a player like Camilleri, this current state of affairs has helped him solidify his game so that when the NHL does come back, he'll be ready to be a prime-time performer at that level. Kevin?
Absolutely, Peter. The fans here are ready to make some noise. A sold-out building. And what they want to see is All-Stars. The best from Planet USA will take on the stars from the Canadian team. We'll meet the players when we come back after this.
At Reebok, we used hockey's elite to test, analyze, and develop our new high-performance gear. And what did we find out? That the best in the game demand the best for their game. Introducing Reebok Hockey. The switch is on.
Here at our Denny's, I'm not only the cook, I'm the kitchen. I like to make food that makes people happy. To me, these just aren't orders. This is the start of somebody's day, especially right now. Order up. There's a whole lot to cook in our new hearty scrambles. The new Meat Lover Scramble comes with bacon, sausage, and ham mixed right in with the eggs. And the Heartland Scramble with country fried potatoes. Then I add bacon, sausage, hash browns, and pancakes. And they're just $4.99. That's not only a lot to cook, that's a lot to eat. When they smile, it makes me happy. Denny's, we're cooking now.
Drinks before lunch?
Water's fine for me.
Water for me, too, but with lemon, please.
I'll have a Sam Adams, please.
Make that 2 Sam Adams.
Samuel Adams, always a good decision.
Someday I'm going to be a movie star. But right now, this is my only agent. So when my brother in Miami sends cash for rent, I just walk around the corner.
When loved ones need to send or receive cash, location really is everything. Western Union has over 170,000 agent locations worldwide.
This is the one place in town you can always count on for a happy ending.
Western Union, the fastest way to send money worldwide.
It's the hot thing in activewear. Bengay's Ultra Strength Pain Relieving Patch. Now even stronger for deep heating relief. And it lasts up to 8 hours. Try the Ultra Strength Bengay Pain Relieving Patch. It's what's hot in pain relief.
Some people are born negotiators. Some aren't. At eLoan, we'll help you get the right loan at the lowest possible rate, based on your credit score, not your negotiating skills. Apply now at eLoan.com.
It may be cold outside, but inside the Verizon Wireless Arena, it is red hot as we get set for the 2005 AHL All Star Game. Now it's time to meet the players. And to do that, let's turn things over to the PA announcer. Here is Sean Sullivan.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the 2005 Canadian AHL All Stars. From the Milwaukee Admirals, number 2, Dan Hamhuis. From the San Antonio Rampage, number 3, Jay Bouwmeester. From the Manitoba Moose, number 7, Nolan Baumgartner. From the Portland Pirates, number 8, Steve Eminger. From the Milwaukee Admirals, number 10, Simone Gamache. From the Hershey Bears, number 12, Eric Perrin. From the Philadelphia Phantoms, number 16, Patrick Sharp. From the Lowell Lock Monsters, number 19, Chuck Kovacev. From the Lowell Lock Monsters, number 21, Eric Stahl. From the Norfolk Admirals, number 23, Renee Bork. From the Grand Rapids Griffins, number 30, Joey McDonald. From the Manitoba Moose, number 32, Jason King. From the Providence Bruins, number 37, Patrice Bergeron. From the Chicago Wolves, number 77, Travis Roach. From the St. John's Maple Leafs, number 97, Kyle Wellwood. From your Manchester Monarchs, number 31, Matthew Guerrard. The Milwaukee Admirals, captain of the Canadian AHL All Stars, number 4, Brad Tiley. And now the starting lineup for the Canadian AHL All Stars as voted by you, the fans. From the Hartford Wolfpack, in goal, number 35, Jason LeBarbera. From the Worcester Ice Cats, on defense, number 25, Dennis Weidman. From the Hartford Wolfpack, on defense, number 28, Lawrence Nicolette. From the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins, at forward, number 17, Michel Ouellette. From the Binghamton Senators, at forward, number 9, Jason Spezza. And from your Manchester Monarchs, at forward, number 13, Mike Camilleri! And unable to play due to injury, please welcome from your Manchester Monarchs, number 9, Yannick Lahou! And also unable to play due to injury, from your Manchester Monarchs, number 29, Tom Kostopoulos! Selected as honorary captain of the 2005 Canadian AHL All Star Team is one of the most prolific scorers in National Hockey League history. This man recorded 731 goals and 1,771 points in 18 NHL seasons, including 12 years with the Los Angeles Kings, and is an honored member of the Hockey Hall of Fame. Please welcome Marcel Dion. The head coach of the Canadian AHL All-Stars from the 2004 Calder Cup champion Milwaukee Admirals is Claude Noel. The assistant coach, also from Milwaukee, is Todd Richards. The medical trainer is Doug Agnew, and the equipment manager is Dave Randolph, both from the Milwaukee Admirals. And now, let's meet the 2005 Planet USA AHL All-Stars! From the Philadelphia Phantoms, in goal, number 1, Antero Nidimäki. From the Utah Grizzlies, number 2, Keith Ballard. From the Binghamton Senators, number 5, Brian Pothier. From the Binghamton Senators, number 7, Brandon Bochenski. From the Milwaukee Admirals, number 8, Andrew Hutchinson. From the Hamilton Bulldogs, number 14, Tomas Plakanets. From the Edmonton Roadrunners, number 16, Tony Samalainen. From the Manitoba Moose, number 17, Ryan Kessler. From the Syracuse Crunch, number 18, Alexander Zvitov. From the Cleveland Barons, number 20, Christian Ehrhoff. From the Houston Aeros, number 21, Mikko Koivu. From the Cincinnati Mighty Ducks, number 24, Michael Holmquist. From the Bridgeport Sound Tigers, number 27, Sean Bergenheim. From the Rochester Americans, number 30, Ryan Miller. From the Binghamton Senators, number 84, Anton Volchenkov. From your Manchester Monarchs, number 37, Dennis Grabishka! From the Springfield Falcons, captain of the 2005 Planet USA AHL All-Stars, number 10, Craig Darby. And now, the starting lineup for the Planet USA AHL All-Stars as voted by you, the fans. From the Chicago Wolves, in goal, number 34, Kerry Lettinen. From the Grand Rapids Griffins, on defense, number 6, Nicholas Kronwall. From the Philadelphia Phantoms, on defense, number 44, Joni Pitkinen. From the Albany River Rats, at forward, number 11, Zach Parisi. From the Providence Bruins, at forward, number 19, Andy Hilbert. And from your Manchester Monarchs, at forward, number 23, Dustin Brown. Selected as the honorary captain for the 2005 Planet USA AHL All Star Team is a 27-year member of the Los Angeles Kings organization. This man picked up 1,069 points in 1,111 games in a Kings uniform, and today serves as the club's vice president and general manager. Please welcome Dave Taylor. The head coach of the Planet USA AHL All Stars from your Manchester Monarchs, Bruce Boudreau! The assistant coaches, also from your Monarchs, are Jim Hughes and Dane Jackson. The medical trainer is Chris Kingsley. The equipment manager is Mike Holden. And the assistant equipment manager is Dana Bryson, all from your Manchester Monarchs! On February 9th, the American Hockey League lost one of its all-time legends with the passing of Hockey Hall of Famer Frank Mathers. Frank was a 5-time AHL All-Star with the Pittsburgh Hornets and Hershey Bears, and later became the second winningest head coach in AHL history. Please join us in a moment of silence to honor an 8-time Calder Cup champion and one of the most important figures in the 69-year history of the American Hockey League. Thank you. And now, please welcome American Hockey League President and CEO David Andrews for tonight's ceremonial puck drop. More than 100 AHL alumni are enshrined in the Hockey Hall of Fame, and each year, the league honors them at an All-Star Classic. This year's honoree won a Calder Cup championship in 1972, and then went on to become one of the greatest defensemen in NHL history. Winner of 2 Norris trophies and 8 Stanley Cup championships, please welcome the AHL's 2005 All-Star Hockey Hall of Fame honoree, Larry Robinson.
Well, we've met the players, and the ceremonial puck drop has been dropped, so all that's left to do is play the game. Coming up next, it's the 2005 AHL All Star Classic from Manchester.
ESPN searches for the next NBA analyst. Former NBA players Barrows, Wilkins, Reed, Bullard, Brown, and Dawkins take their shot at the analyst job. The new season of Dream Job, live Sunday, February 27th at 10 on ESPN.
We will be together in this world or the next. I won't let you start a war for her.
The wind is bringing them closer.
We're sending the largest fleet that ever sailed.
We need the greatest warrior.
They're waiting for me.
Immortality! Take it! It's yours!
Troy. Hit movies without the trip to the video store. On demand with Comcast Digital Cable.
To the right. More right. Left. Left. More left. Back to the right. More right.
What you wish you could do in real life.
Left.
Now you can do at the all-new, completely redesigned Vehix.com. The all-new Vehix.com. Roadmap to the automotive world.
The 2005 American Hockey League All Star Game is brought to you by Dodge. Grab life by the horn. And RBK Hockey. The switch is on. Welcome back to the Verizon Wireless Arena in Manchester, New Hampshire. We are just moments away from the start of the All-Star Game, and an All-Star Game, Ray Ferraro, that has been dominated by the Canadian All-Stars. They are riding the crest of a 5-game winning streak in this thing.
Well, it's amazing. You come to an all-star game and you watch, everybody's having a good time, but when the puck is dropped, there is some pride involved. And while it's not generally a regular game with a lot of physical contact, teams want to win, and Canada's won the last 5 years. The Planet USA team wants to break the streak. They did very well in the skills competition last night, and we'll see if it carries over today.
They've won the skills competition for 2 years in a row. They're trying to break out here. They'll be wearing their blue uniforms with the red and white trim. The Canadian All Stars in white with red, and a sold-out crowd here in Manchester, ready to see what we expect to be plenty of offense. 9-5 was the score in last year's game in favor of Canada, and that's not unusual. Not a lot of trapping going on in this game.
There's no trapping and not many favors done to the goaltenders here, so we'll see them be very busy. They really demonstrated last night. There's 6 terrific goaltenders here. They've got a lot of different skills, but we're going to see some excellent goaltending.
Jason LaBarbera is the starter for the Canadian All-Stars. Kerry Lettinen for the Planet All-Stars, the Planet USA Stars, and there's LaBarbera under a little pressure early on. Camilleri sends that one all the way down the ice, and Lettinen gets his first touch of the game. Camilleri able to keep it in from Manchester, gives it to Jason Spezza, back to him out in front, and it's cleared away before it could get past Kerry Lettinen. Quickly there by Andy Hilbert.
Jason LaBarbera has had a terrific season in Hartford. You see his record this year. Early in the season, LaBarbera ran off 14 consecutive wins from the 27th of November to the 12th of January. He's a giant in goal, 230 pounds. He stays deep in his net. He's not a challenging goaltender, very efficient in goal. He's had a terrific year for the Hartford Wolfpack.
There's Stahl in behind the net. Plays it along in behind the net. There's Hutchison, will pick it up there. Puck still loose. The Canadians with some pressure now. Bouwmeester trying to keep it in on the near boards. He does. Picked up quickly there by Eric Perrin. Cross-ice pass. Baumgartner trying to keep it in. Can't do it. Hutchison is checked, and Mikko Koivu comes up with the puck, and he'll give it to Keith Ballard. Ballard, a member of the Utah Grizzlies.
Ballard's had an interesting story. Terrific talent. He comes out of the University of Minnesota. He's been traded twice, has not been to the National Hockey League yet, but he's been traded a couple of times already. He's a highly thought of prospect. He's been in a couple of deals. The latest one, Chris Gratton going to Colorado.
Pressure now from the Planet USA All-Stars. Bergenheim in behind the net. Bergeron throws it towards the net, and Roach is there to clear it away. Picked up by Kovacic. Trying to get going is Stahl. He is checked by Bergenheim, who's out there with Koivu and Toni Salmelainen. Salmelainen from Edmonton, and the lone representative of the Roadrunners this year. 17:52 to go here in the first period. Still no score, and that could change in a hurry.
It could change in a hurry, and there's a pretty interesting note right there to take a look. There's a no-touch icing in the American Hockey League, so the player does not have to go back and touch the puck. And here's a look at Kerry Lettinen, a fine prospect with the Atlanta Thrashers, playing this year in Chicago. And we talked about him off the open. He is so acrobatic in goal. He covers so much net. But what really impressed me is he has the most unbelievable legs. They are so quick going side to side. He is really something to watch. He is going to have a terrific career in the National Hockey League.
Number 3 in wins. Mechanics steers that behind net, picked up by Steve Eminger for the Canadians. Gives it to Kyle Wellwood. Long cross-ice pass for Dan Hamhuis, who's joined the rush. He'll drop it for Camilleri. Mike Camilleri leaves it there. Wellwood knocked down. And the Planet USA All-Stars start back. Hamhuis picks off that pass. Hamhuis, a member of the Milwaukee Admiral. Here's King. Moves it in for Wellwood. Sends it in behind the net. Jason King has got it. Camilleri's out in front. Back to Dennis Wireman. He is checked, and here is a chance now for Thomas Plekanec. He won the fastest skater award last night in the skills competition, so look for him on the breakaway. LaBarbera will stay in the restricted area in behind the net. He leaves those 2 painted lines back behind his net, and that is a penalty. Bouncing puck comes down to Lettinen. He can go out in front of the goal line, and that's it. Harvey, the captain, sends it in deep. Ryan Kessler plays it back to the point, but Ehrhoff sees it go by him. Jani Pitkanen gets it out to center. Borg takes a slap shot, and a hard one. He won the hardest slap shot competition with a slap shot of 99 miles an hour.
There's that first look at Kerry Lettonen's reflexes. Terrific left pad save.
Darby with a long, hopeful pass. That doesn't work out. Intended for Andy Hilbert. Hilbert races after it, picks up the puck. Shipped by Baumgartner. He is stopped by Parise. Here's Hilbert trying to get a shot away. Does, and that one misses. Kept in on the near side. Here is Zach Parise. Dropped it for Brown. Quick shot. And that one steered aside by LaBarbera. Dustin Brown, one of the 4 Manchester All-Stars. He's got the puck now. Here comes Brown moving in. Centering pass. And that one just failed to connect with Brandon Bochenski.
Dustin Brown, to me, looks like Adam Deadmarsh on the ice. A fine forward that plays with the Los Angeles Kings, who missed last season with concussion problems. He is going to be a physical forward, a power forward at the NHL level. He's got a terrific future ahead of him.
Now here's Jason Spezza. We talked about him off the top of the show. The leading point getter in this All-Star game in the league, and the #1 assist man with 51. He is wearing number 9. Out there with Simon Gamache. And Patrick Sharp. Bouncing puck. Parise going after it. Spezza comes up with it. Cross-ice pass. Gamache gives it back to Spezza. Jason Spezza turns. Cross-ice pass. He was looking for Travis Roach. Roach sends it in behind the net, and it's picked off by Nicholas Kronwall. 3 Planet USA All-Stars coming in on a 3-on-1. And good back-checking by Travis Roach. Don't always see that in All-Star games.
No, that's desperation. He's the defenseman needing to get back. That's why there was a 3-on-1, and he was able to get back and help his goaltender out.
Eric Perrin in behind the net. He's got some wheels, trying to get away from Tony Salmelainen, also one of the quickest skaters in the American Hockey League. Volchenkov goes up the middle. Here's a chance now for Bergenheim. Bergenheim with a shot, and LaBarbera comes up with the first big save of the All-Star game.
Sean Bergenheim makes a terrific move at the blue line, and he gets himself into the clear, but Jason LaBarbera makes a terrific save. Here's the pass from Volchenkov, and look at Bergenheim. Gets it through Tiley's legs, and there I talked about LaBarbera staying deep in the net. He's 6'4", 230 pounds. He doesn't have to charge out. He makes a nice save.
Back the other way. Here comes Canada. A quick shot there by Stahl. Yeah, that one missed the target. Lettinen decides to keep the action flowing, and why not? Long pass for Bergenheim didn't work, and that will be icing. You're watching the 2005 AHL All Star Classic. We'll be back right after this.
At Reebok, we used hockey's elite to test, analyze, and develop our new high-performance gear. And what did we find out? That the best in the game demand the best for their game. Introducing Reebok Hockey. The switch is on.
Joe, you're glad we got the Durango, right?
Of course.
And you liked all the money we saved when we bought it, right?
Got us a bigger boat.
Oh, and how about the Hemi engine and the DVD player and the hands-free cell? Then why won't you use the navigation system?
I'm not lost.
Dodge Durango.
This is starting to look familiar.
It's a lot of great stuff for a great price.
Grab 0 Plus, 0% financing plus package discounts plus February bonus cash for total savings up to $8,600.
Attention air travelers. Are you tired of fighting the congestion and chaos typically found at larger airports? When traveling to the Boston area, try Manchester Airport instead. Just 50 miles from the heart of Boston, Manchester Airport is now served by most major airlines and offers over 200 daily flights to many U.S. cities and Canada. So do yourself a favor. Next time you need to travel to the Boston area for business or pleasure, consider using the convenient alternative to Logan. Manchester Airport, a better way to Boston.
Plenty of VIPs in the building. Our Peter Labardia standing by with one of them. Peter.
Indeed, the architect of the early Stanley Cup run by the New York Islanders when they won it 4 times in the early 80s. Bill Torrey, now an alternate governor with the Florida Panthers. And Bill, I know you have your eye on Jay Bouwmeester. What a great job he did for Canada at the World Cup, and you must be very impressed with this young defenseman.
Well, he has such outstanding natural ability. Obviously, there's some
few things that he's still got to work on, and it's a good opportunity for him to get a lot of ice time down in San Antonio and work hard and get ready for when it all comes back, because certainly he's going to have a long run in the National Hockey League.
Well, you hate to be negative on a night like tonight, but of course, all the talk today surfacing around the fact that the season will be canceled tomorrow. Your thoughts, and how disappointed are you as someone who's been so involved in this game his entire life?
Well, you always hold out hope. You always hold out hope right to the end, and I know there'll be some phone calls tonight and tomorrow, I'm sure, but hopefully in the long run we can get everything right and get back on the ice where we belong and provide the game and the excitement that the NHL's given for so many years.
Thanks so much for this.
My pleasure.
Gentlemen, back to you.
Thanks very much, guys. 4-2 the shots on goal, and they've been trading chances at either end.
During the interview with Bill Torrey, another fine leg save by Jason LaBarbera.
Hughes moving in. Camilleri looking out in front for Kyle Wellwood, and he scores! Kyle Wellwood cutting for the net. Camilleri threw it towards the goal. It's 1-0 for Canada.
Kyle Wellwood plays with the St. John's Maple Leafs, the Toronto Maple Leafs farm club, and he's a very opportunistic player. He's going to jump on a loose puck. As the puck goes to the front of the net, it deflects. And actually, I don't know if he got a stick on it. We'll take a look at it again. It deflected off of Keith Ballard's stick and headed towards the goal as Lehtinen sliding to his glove side to play the pass across the front of the net. Kyle Wellwood, who had a 5-goal game in October, gives the Canadian All-Stars a 1-0 lead.
7:09 into the first period, and now they're looking for more as Bergeron moves in, and a great pass out in front and just off the edge of the stick for Rene Bourque. Bourque won the hard shot competition. Would love to let one go here. He's got the puck bouncing at center. Kessler takes it away from him. Now Lawrence Nicollet eases it into the Planet USA zone. Pitkanen comes up with it. Pitkanen in behind his own net. Number 44. Philadelphia Phantom product. 3 goals, 19 assists. He had the second most points for a defenseman last year among rookies with 27. Here come the Canadians again. Bouncing puck picked up by Darby. So Wellwood the goal. Danny Hamhuis and Mike Camilleri picking up the assists. Now Ehrhoff dishes it off to the captain, Darby. Darby takes his time, plays it back up top. That's picked up by Ouellette. And the Canadians start away. Baumgartner, he has to stop as Bouwmeester was jumping in, and now Simon Gamache knocked down. Play continues here. Sharp with a shot, and Lehtinen hangs onto it, and he'll get the whistle. AHL fans, be sure to visit the AHL.com and play the CCM AHL Pick'em Challenge. This online contest features great prizes and captures the true excitement of AHL hockey. Remember, the AHL.com is your source for AHL news, scores, and stats. Log on today. 11:24 to go here in the first period. Sharp with a nice move to try and get around Zach Parise. Plays it back up top. Bouwmeester. They'll give it back to him. Patrick Sharp sends it in behind the net. Simon Gamache going after it against Cornwall. Gamache comes up with a puck. Stolen. Now out in front. And Sharp had to get the shot away, but the net came off the moorings, and we've got a whistle.
Well, there's what Jason Spezza's size and strength is able to do. He's able to take the puck behind the net, make one stride to his right, and use his lanky reach to get the puck to the front of the net. Spezza, when I saw him last year, he really looked like a young, thin kid. This year, he's added some weight, and you can see when he gets pushed on the puck, he's able to. He's a stronger base. He's able to control the puck a little better in traffic. And Spezza's a terrific young hockey player. Great vision on the ice, and as you mentioned, Kevin, leading the American Hockey League in assists at this point in the season.
First-round draft pick of Ottawa in 2001. He went second overall. He's out there with Patrick Sharp and Simon Gamache. Tiley and Roach are on the blue line, and the discussion going on now. So maybe find out where our intrepid reporter Peter Labardius can see exactly why that stoppage going on.
Well, it looked like something to do with the net, but they've either not fixed it or fixed it and said, let's get moving, which is probably the right decision anyway.
5-4, the shots on goal in favor of Planet USA, but they trail 1-0. Zach Parise picks off that pass. Brian Pothier's got it now. Spezza watching him. Two teammates in Binghamton. Cronwall trying to get loose. Spezza's got the puck. Drops it back. Gamache throws it towards the net. Spezza trying to get it by Kari Lehtinen, and Lehtinen came up with two big saves. Cleared but not out. Parise able to keep it in for Planet USA. Wojciechowski to Parise. Parise looking for Brown off his skate. And Spezza picks up the puck and starts away. Mash and Sharp are with him. Here is Spezza. Takes the wrist shot, and a nice defensive play there by Brandon Wojciechowski to knock it away. Kept in, though, by the Canadians. Cleared and just across that big blue line. And now offside is Simon Gamache.
Terrific chance for the Canadians right in front of Planet USA goal, and Kari Lehtinen demonstrating some of those terrific reflexes we're talking about. Right out in front, Spezza has two cracks at it, and look at Lettinen's able to get down so low into his butterfly. Look at the flexibility. He's got his legs out covering the entire bottom of the net, and there's just nowhere to go for Spezza with the puck. Spezza ends up taking the puck on the forecheck from his teammate Brian Pothier. In Binghamton, they get to the front of the net, but there's Lehtinen with two saves.
Lehtinen 4-0 last year with the Thrashers. Back the other way, here's Eric Stahl trying to test him, and oh, you talked about the Gumby-like stretching ability. Kari Lehtinen shows it here as he stretches out and keeps it a 1-0 game. This is the 2005 AHL All Star Classic coming to you from Manchester.
Thanks to Domino's, now I'm taking over as the most fun day of the week. Oh, man.
They're all tied up. Get the door. It's Domino's 2 times Tuesday. Buy any large pizza and get a second pizza of equal or lesser value free on Tuesdays at Domino's.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the SUV Championships.
Anybody can ride an SUV. Not everybody rides it right.
Pushing it too hard.
Without respect for what they're capable of, it's easy to see why a lot of riders take the role. SUVs are big and powerful, and on top of one, you can feel almost invincible.
Easy now, big fella.
Keeping your SUV in off course.
Look at that control.
That's the idea, right?
Filled up? Only Alka-Seltzer is instantly ready to break up and dissolve away the full feeling of indigestion and pain.
How about a rematch?
Break it up with Alka-Seltzer.
Someday I'm going to be a movie star. But right now, this is my only agent. So when my brother in Miami sends cash for rent, I just walk around the corner.
When loved ones need to send or receive cash, location really is everything. Western Union has over 170,000 agent locations worldwide.
This is the one place in town you can always count on for a happy ending.
Western Union, the fastest way to send money worldwide.
He's back. Jim Rome is burning at a new time on ESPN, 5 days a week. More Rome and more smack. Jim Rome is burning weekdays at 4:30 Eastern on ESPN. For more information, log on to ESPN.com. 9:54 to go here in the first period, and surprisingly, just one goal scored by Kyle Wellwood of Canada at 7:09. Mike Camilleri of the hometown Manchester Monarchs picks up one assist, as does Danny Hamhuis from Milwaukee. Here is Hamhuis with the puck. Hamhuis flies it into the corner. There is Lehtinen to steer it away. Perrin being watched, comes up with the puck. Still has it. Now Stahl, who was robbed moments ago by Kari Lehtinen. Eric Stahl. Pass to Hamhuis. Here's a chance for Eminger out in front. And again, Lehtinen with a great save as Eric Perrin was right on the doorstep. Stahl spinning. Good job to keep it in for the Canadians. Now it'll come out, and Bergenheim back the other way. Looking to catch up with Salmelainen, and he is flying. Quick shot by Volchenkov, gets deflected over top of the net. Stahl back the other way. Now things starting to open up. Chuck Topasu and Stahl trying to get coordinated. Here is Stahl, the great steal. Back up top, Hamhuis with a shot. That one deflects wide. And Hamhuis And the net is off the moorings again, and Ray, you're right, that's what the problem's been.
Yeah, and they didn't fix it, so now they're going to try and figure out what to do. But that net is behind Kari Lehtonen, and it's been very difficult to stop Lehtonen. Look at the pass up the side boards, deflected up to Eric Stahl, a fine forward from the Carolina Hurricanes. And this is what I'm talking about. Look at the flexibility of Kari Lehtonen. Stahl can't believe it. He took it way to his backhand, and Lehtonen's able to do an almost complete split, get his left leg out. If you're going to score on Kari Lehtonen, obviously it's not on the ice.
Stahl leads the Luck Monsters in points. And the play has been in the Planet USA zone, but the Canadians just can't solve Mr. Lehtonen. Now back the other way. Plekanec drops it in the middle. Holmquist with a shot. That is stopped before it could get through. Kept in. Here's Thomas Plekanec again. The Hamilton Bulldog. Look for air hop, and it's picked off neatly there by Lawrence Nicolette. And he'll start the rush. Give it to Kyle Wellwood. To Jason King, snaps the shot, and that gets deflected high into the netting. Hey fans, do you want to own a piece of AHL history? Why not visit theAHL.com and bid on jerseys worn by the AHL All Stars for the warm-ups of the 2005 AHL All Star Game. Bidding is now open exclusively on the AHL.com. Here's a look at the guys as they warmed up.
A terrific idea, being able to take a piece of the game with you as a fan. They've done a terrific job here in Manchester. The American Hockey League's put on a terrific show.
Great show by Kari Lehtonen, as well as Patrick Ouellet stock. Michael Ouellet. Now back the other way. The pass for Rene Bourque, just a little bit too far for him. 7:54 to go here in the first period. Greg Darby in against Bonister. In behind the net, Ryan Kessler, the Manitoba Moose, picks it up. He'll try and throw it out in front. Hilbert, so accurate in the skills competition. Bouncing puck in front. And the Planet USA trying to get some pucks on LaBarbera. Shots are 8-7 right now for the Canadians. Hilbert at center. Andy Hilbert goes up the middle for Darby. He leaves a drop pass for Kessler. Drops it back for Hilbert. Hilbert, he picked the corners in the skills game, but he couldn't get a shot away there. Now back the other way. Here comes Michael Ouellet. He's got Gamache with him. Ouellet with a shot, scores! Michael Ouellet and Simon Gamache combined, and it's 2-0 for the Canadians.
Well, eventually one of these pucks is going to get by Kari Lehtonen. They're going side to side on him, and he almost gets this one. They've spread out the 2-on-1, and Ouellet goes across to Gamache. Nice pass back to Ouellet, and Ouellet is able to get the puck between the wickets of Kari Lehtonen. That's been very difficult to do tonight. Ouellet with 30 goals leads the American Hockey League. Last year he was on the American League All-Rookie team, and the Pittsburgh Penguin prospect has a terrific release. He's one of those guys that the puck seems to follow around in the offensive zone. When he gets it on his stick, he knows what to do with it. Got a terrific release, and you saw he didn't give Kari Lehtonen much time to react to the shot.
Simon Gamache picks up the assist. No surprise there. He is second in the American Hockey League in that department with 45 on the season. And Patrice Bergeron picks up the other helper. That all came at 12:50.
Well, Patrice Bergeron, the fact that he's playing in the game today is a good thing for Bergeron and the fans here. Bergeron missed yesterday with the flu. He missed the skills competition. You see him the youngest player in the American Hockey League at 19 years old, which would be noteworthy in itself, except last year he played in the National Hockey League and was 5th in rookie scoring. He also played at the World Junior Championship and won a gold medal this past Christmas season for Canada. Is there a league that Patrice Bergeron has not played in the last 2 years, because he just came out of junior? And the one thing that impresses me about Bergeron is the fact that his maturity on the ice belies his age. He plays like a seasoned veteran. He's unselfish, just a terrific young hockey player, and he can plays the point on the power play. He'll play center, plays the wing. He can do anything.
Were you surprised that he was a second-round draft pick?
Well, you look at a player and they project to different things, and with Bergeron, maybe they worry that he's not the fastest skater. Well, a lot of times everybody looks at speed, but you have to know how to play the game, and that's just one thing that Bergeron has. You can't replace smarts in a player, and Bergeron has it in spades.
6:19 to go here in the first period. 2-0 this lead for the Canadian Stars, but they're under some stress right now. Parise. And Bochinski with a great chance. Here's Simon Gamache back the other way. Gamache bouncing puck side of the net. Sharp, one chance. He is stopped. And the Planet USA Stars come back. Here is Dustin Brown with Bochinski and Parise. Zach Parise plays it in the corner. Jason Spezza picks it up there. He kind of...
Oh, there's the first one.
Grabbed Parise. He's got a smile on his face. He didn't expect many of these.
You know, guaranteed he thought he was going to get away with it. Nobody ever calls a penalty except Terry Koharski calls one. Spezza loses the puck and he just decides to drape himself all over Zach Parise. It's pretty tough to be disappointed. He knows he's caught.
Well, the Planet USA All-Stars with a chance to get right back in it. They'll be on the power play when we come back.
One of the reasons we play so well on the road is because we have a team out.
And then what happened? John Elway drove 98 yards.
She definitely cares about what we eat. Ooh, Miss McNabb.
Al, keep driving.
Oh, come on. For away games, she loves giving us Campbell's chunky soup in microwavable bowls. She makes the road feel like home.
Let me hear your battle cry.
Campbell's Chunky. It fills you up right.
Do you like books? Overstock.com has hundreds of thousands of books just for you, even bestsellers. And all of them, well, 99% of them, are priced below Amazon. On average, you'll save about $2 per book. And you'll save on DVDs and CDs, too. I promise. 99% of the time. Overstock.com. It's all about the O.
The car you've been dreaming of is the car we've been dreaming up.
Lease the all-new Buick LaCrosse CX for around $259 per month. Call for residency restrictions and details.
Jason Spezza finds himself in the penalty box. 2 minutes for holding, and he is wired up for sound and can hear us. Hey, Jason, you're not supposed to take penalties in All-Star games. What's going on out there?
Seriously, I was going for Lady Bing this year, and this might ruin it for me.
Obviously, you don't think you're going to get called here. You got to tell Terry Koharski something when you get back on the ice,
no? Cole can't be giving me penalties in the All-Star game. We're just taking guys' shifts.
Jason, you now lead the All-Star game in penalty minutes, so you have a record right now.
Yeah, I like leading the league in any category, and if it's penalty minutes in the All-Star game, I'll take it.
Hey, Jason, last night at the skills competition, Mike Camilleri makes a move that's seen all over the place. You've played with him a lot. You know him well. Were you surprised to see a guy like that try something like that in an All-Star game?
No, not at all. Cammy's a great player. He's got lots of confidence. He had his hometown crowd here. I knew he was going to try and pull something special out.
Jason, obviously things are going well in Binghamton. 74 points on the season so far.
Yeah, it's going good. We got a great bunch of guys. I think all my personal success is credited to my teammates. I think they're great players, and we got a great team, and it's fun to play.
Well, I guess you wouldn't have been out on the penalty killing unit anyway, so have a drink of water, and we'll talk to you in a little bit.
I'm trying to add that element to my game. Don't be blowing that up for me, right?
All right, Jason, thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys.
Jason Spezza of the Binghamton Senators, the leading assist man and point getter in the American Hockey League so far, but he's in the penalty box. Planet USA trying to get back into this one. There's a minute left in the penalty to Spezza. Here's Hutchison, takes the shot, gives it to Mikko Koivu, lets it go. LaBarbera steers that aside. Hutchison on the far side. I don't think the guys on Team Canada thought they'd have to work on penalty killing this weekend.
No, they were pretty certain it was going to be 0 penalties each, but now they have to run around a little bit, and it's always easier playing on the power play in an All-Star game. Everybody can move the puck so well.
Here is Koivu moving in, looking at the side of the net. He was looking for Hutchison. Hamhuis did a good job of tipping that away. Now Stahl trying to start a 2-on-1. He gets off as Sharp's got the puck. He'll take some time off the clock. 24 seconds to go. Now moving in, quick shot. Bouncing puck and scoring. A short-handed goal. It's Eric Perrin, and that will bail out Jason Spezza.
Eric Perrin won a Stanley Cup last year with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Gets a chance short-handed, and now Canada's out 3-0. He makes a nice move. Here's the shot. Lehtinen stops about 80% of it. It goes up in the air, and Perrin lets the puck fall down beneath the crossbar. Smart play. This counts because he lets it come down beneath the crossbar right there, and he taps it in behind Lehtinen. Perrin had a couple assists in last year's All-Star game. He's on the board again this year.
Short-handed goal at 15:57. Still 7 seconds left to go on the penalty dispensers. Plekanec's moved in, lets a shot go, and LaBarbera comes up with a save, and he'll hang on.
Talked earlier about Jason LaBarbera being an efficient goaltender, and you see him in goal, and he just doesn't move that much. He's so big. He plays very, very well positionally, and he's done a great job. Eric Perrin, we just saw him score, and LaBarbera have done a terrific job in the first period here. I am amazed to see a goaltender that big. And you know, you wonder why people talk about there's different reasons why goal scoring is down. Well, maybe when a goaltender's 230 pounds, that might have something to do with it. Here's Eric Perrin in Hershey last year. Gets a breakaway with right in on goal and tucks one in. Perrin is a speedy forward. He's got great hands. And there he is going through the winner's line with the Stanley Cup. And to be in that picture is every player's dream, and Eric Perrin got to live it last year.
What a great thing. You don't get a chance to win the Calder Cup, but how about the Stanley Cup as compensation?
Yeah, that would be just fine.
Spence is out of the penalty box, teams at even strength. And at USA trying to get on the board. They are turned aside, and the Canadians come back at full strength. That one pass didn't work. We'll come back down into the Canadian end.
Bruce Boudreau, coach of the Manchester Monarchs, is his team off to a terrific start this season. Played in the National Hockey League, very successful player, great hands. We had a little scrimmage game this afternoon. I don't know if Bruce goes as quickly as he used to go, but he scored a couple of goals. I think everybody was passing to him actually because he was the coach, but still got some pretty good hands.
And speaking of good hands, we'll send it down to our Peter Labardius with the latest goal score. Peter.
Eric, not very often you're shorthanded in an All-Star game, let alone score a shorthanded goal.
I know, it's pretty. I was pretty surprised getting a penalty there for Jason, but he decided to call it. But you know, it's about giving the defense a show, and I think there's a little bit more offense here in this game, so you take chances. You know?
You're having another great year here. What was it like to be part of Tampa Bay's Stanley Cup title run?
It was surreal. I think that, you know, I lived through so many great moments in that short amount of time. My first NHL experience and making the playoffs and playing in the playoffs, winning the Stanley Cup, the thing that you dream about all your life. And to be part of that is something just amazing. It's a dream come true and something I'll cherish for the rest of my life.
Thanks so much for this. Keep up the good work.
Thanks a lot.
Back to you guys.
All right, guys, we've got something going right here. Moving in is Wellwood. He's got Camilleri with him, along with Jason King. Wellwood trying to center it, picked off by the captain, Darby. 2 minutes, 34 seconds to go here in the first period. 12-9, the shots on goal favor the Canadians, and they have a 3-0 lead. Short-handed goal, the latest one by Eric Perrin. Stahl and Patrick Sharp picking up the assists at 15:57. Bouncing puck, trying to corral it is Bork with a shot and scores. He had the hardest shot in the skills competition, but Rene Bork didn't need to put much on that one to make it 4-0.
Well, maybe the fact that he's wearing his own equipment tonight, Kevin, is going to help him out. Rene Bork had an unbelievable day yesterday. Missed a flight coming in to Manchester. They had to get him equipment from the Manchester Monarchs. He used a stick he'd never had before. Wins the hardest shot competition, but here he tucks a backhander behind Kari Lehtinen, and you know what? The All-Star game is something. Every year somebody gets torched in goal, and this period can't end quick enough for Kari Lehtinen. He's made some terrific saves, but all of a sudden there's 4 behind him.
Less than 2 minutes to go here in the first period. Planet USA looking for their first goal. Centered out in front by Darby, kept in, quick shot by Kessler, deflected over top of the net by Nolan Baumgartner. Gilbert loses it. Bergenheim comes up with it. And get it out to one of the goal scorers, Ouellette. Now he'll play it ahead. Here is Bork. Will he unleash the slap shot? No, the wrist shot this time. And Lehtinen saw it all the way.
Rene Bourque also scored in the breakaway contest yesterday. He walked in and released the puck off the wing, much like that shot we saw right there. He's got a terrific release. Look at him take the puck off his off foot, quick release, and Lettinen's able to make the save. Bourque was an undrafted player. He's a rookie signed in Chicago this year, playing in Norfolk, and with 20 goals already this year. He won the American League Rookie of the Month in January. He's off to a fine start in his first pro year, Kevin.
And on sticks that came right off the rack, he won the hardest shot competition.
His first shot, he hit the goal post, and there's his second shot, 99 miles an hour. And if you take a look at his jersey, it's right out of the pro shop as well, because they didn't have his jersey. That was left in his hockey bag as well. But Rene Bourque in his first All-Star Game appearance, a lot of different memories. Scores a goal here and wins the hardest shot. It's been a terrific weekend for the rookie.
Bergeron and Roulette picking up the assists on the goal by Rene Bourque at 17-19 to make it 4-0. 1:15 to go in the period. Hutchison dangling, lays it back up top. Here's Keith Ballard, throws it through a crowd. Zach Parise comes to Hutchison. Hutchison moving in, and oh, that went off Gamash's skate and rolled wide. Less than a minute to go. Hutchison, quick shot, and that one didn't miss by much. Zach Parise picks it up in the corner. He'll give it to Dustin Brown. He is checked in. 3 Canadians come away. Simon Gamache crosses the blue line. He'll stop, give it to Patrick Sharp. Sharp being watched by Ballard. Centers it out in front. Ballard's there. Almost gave it away, but Hutchison picks it up. Gets it out of the zone. With 31 seconds left in the period. Wojciechowski trying to feed it ahead to Dustin Brown. Back down into the Planet USA zone. Ballard is there. Now here is Zach Parise moving in with Wojciechowski. Wojciechowski to Parise. Parise with the backhand, and he slides it wide. 13 seconds to go. Parise centers it out in front, looking for Pitkin, and they bang away at it, but LaBarbera holds his ground and keeps it out.
Probably the best chances that Planet USA has had in the first period, coming with just 8 seconds left. Brandon Buchenski, who's had a terrific rookie season, playing in Binghamton, is going to take a rebound and get it right to the front of the net. LaBarbera makes the save and is able to corral the loose puck before it squeaks over the goal line. LaBarbera has made at this point 11 saves in the period. Maybe not as spectacular as Kerry Lettinen, but he has been terrific in goal.
So the Canadians trying to get one last shot, but they won't do it. So after one period of play, the Canadians, who are riding the crest of a 5-game winning streak, showing why, Ray, as they come up with 4 goals, and one of them even shorthanded.
Well, they seem to have the quality chances of the period. They got some good goaltending from LaBarbera, and after one period, it's been all Canadian All-Stars, 4-0 at the end of one.
Joe, you're glad we got the Durango, right?
Of course.
And you liked all the money we saved when we bought it, right?
Got us a bigger boat.
Oh, and how about the Hemi engine and the DVD player and the hands-free cell? Then why won't you use the navigation system?
I'm not lost.
Dodge Durango.
This is starting to look familiar.
It's a lot of great stuff for a great price.
Grab Zero Plus. 0% financing plus package discounts plus February bonus cash for total savings up to $8,600.
How's that elbow? It'll be fine. What happened with that jump shot?
Oh, my knees killing me. How you doing? We're doing just fine.
Everyone's getting ready for the Allstate Alumni 3-on-3 Classic. Sign up at allstate3on3.com. That's allstate3on3.com.
We have 170 kinds of beer from all over the world. Call me when you're ready.
I'm ready. Call the Sam Adams.
Yeah.
You can go around the world and not find a better beer than Samuel Adams. Always a good decision.
And now, dipping Pizza Hut's new Dippin' Strips Pizza, the Great Gonzo. Nice. Pizza! Wait a second, Piggy. You have to dip it. What? Dip?
Introducing Pizza Hut's Dippin' Strips Pizza. Dipponomically designed strips and 3 delectable dipping sauces. All for just $9.99.
Looks like the pig's hitting the sauce again.
Gather around the good stuff.
Boomerangs remind me of Australia.
They remind me of my heartburn. Keeps coming back 2-3 days a week. So I carry these.
Hey,
Hey, that's frequent heartburn. Maybe you should try a different kind of medicine.
Like?
Prilosec OTC.
It's the only OTC that directly shuts down lots of acid pumps. That's why 1 pill a day can work for 24 hours.
24 hours of zero heartburn.
Bye-bye boomerang.
1 pill a day.
24 hours. Zero heartburn.
How's that working for you, Otto?
Everyone's getting ready for the Allstate Alumni 3-on-3 Classic. Sign up at allstate3on3.com. That's allstate3on3.com.
Puck here around the wall. Richard shot, save, rebound, score! Ruslan Fedotenko! Running out of time, though. 4 seconds left. In front, Happy Mullen. The Tampa Bay Lightning have won the first Stanley Cup!
It ain't over until it's over.
How many years ago was that? I can't remember who won that game.
That was the Lightning. They are the defending Stanley Cup champions.
Still.
Here's Barry Melrose. I'm John Butchergrass, and after one of the AHL All Star Game, we'll talk about that game in a moment. But first, of course, the big news in the hockey world is the NHL lockout. Is it over? Well, at first we heard that the news conference will be held tomorrow to announce the end of this hockey season. Now, that news conference has been pushed back to Wednesday at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. And now we're hearing that the two sides are still meeting in an attempt for one more shot at saving this NHL season. E.J. Raddick has the latest.
There's a deal to be struck. It might surround a salary cap at a higher number, somewhere around $45 million, without a linkage between team payrolls and league-wide revenues. This could be the face-saver for both sides. The owners would get their cap, while the players wouldn't have to worry about a linkage to possibly shrinking revenues.
Now, Brian Burke appeared on ESPN News' Four Quarters. He said, Barry, there's no way that the owners would agree to that salary cap number would have to be a lot lower if there was no linkage involved. But let's get back to the point that the two sides are meeting. What's the point now, and why would they reach a deal now when they couldn't last week?
Well, if you look at history and you look at unions and you look at when they're striking deals, no deal gets done until it has to get done. So maybe we're finally to the point now in the NHL where this is the doomsday. The deadline is tomorrow. It was Tuesday. Now it's going to be Wednesday. So maybe this is it. Maybe the players finally said, well, let's get the best offer we can and let's get a season. And I really think if they took the NHL's best offer to the players and had a league-wide vote, I think the NHL Player Association would be very surprised how many players would say, let's take it, let's get playing, let's get on with our lives, let's get on with supporting our families, and let's get hockey season going again. So I think the players have been very unified, they've been very tough, they've been good negotiators, but I think a lot of the players, especially the young guys, want to play.
Well, that's the great mystery, because we really don't know that, because, again...
I know, they've never taken a vote.
Right, but there's not a huge groundswell, it seems, of dissent out there. And because there's so little time anyway, and yes, the owner said they would share some playoff revenue, if there's only 3 or 4 paychecks yet left, you wonder if the players are saying, let's just forget about this year, regroup, and try next year.
Well, that might be some of the thought, but I also think, again, the owners want the playoffs, and I think they were willing to give a big chunk up to the players because of that. You got to realize, come playoff time, the owners, a lot of owners budget in playoff money in their budgets, especially the teams that are used to going to the playoffs and getting 5 or 6 home games. So this is huge for the owners. It's a big chunk of change. They would probably be willing to give the players some in order to have a playoffs, and 28-game season, whatever they could get in now, the players would still get a good chunk of you make $9 million, you get 28 games, you're still going to get a little chunk of change, John. It's nothing like your salary, but there is a little chunk of change out there.
Word up on that. And again, we'll have more during the second intermission. We have phone calls out trying to see if we have any updates. We'll let you know. The American League All Star Game, from the guys you've seen out there, future Stanley Cup champions. Who do you like?
Spezza and Lettinen are the two best prospects, the guys that are sure NHL stars. These two guys are great. Lettinen got lit up, but an All-Star game is not a good indication of a great goaltender. He's the real deal. Atlanta's a strong team with a great future.
Yeah, Kerry Lettinen, Atlanta Thrashers. Jason Spezza, of course, with the Ottawa Senators. Well, speaking of those Lightning who raised the Stanley Cup, of course, Eric Perrin saw some time with them last year. He had one of the goals in this AHL All Star Game. We're through one period of the American League All Star Game. Good to see Chicken Parm.
Yep. He looks the same, though.
He really does. Hasn't aged a bit. Canada up 4-0. They win everything nowadays.
Someday I'm going to be a movie star.
But right now, this is my only agent. So when my brother in Miami sends cash for rent, I just walk around the corner.
When loved ones need to send or receive cash, location really is everything. Western Union has over 170,000 agent locations worldwide.
This is the one place in town you can always count on for a happy ending.
Western Union, the fastest way to send money worldwide.
Check card.
Oh, lady. Read my lips. If your Visa check card's lost or stolen, you're not liable for fraudulent charges.
And all that money will be put back in your checking account. Sheesh.
Signing with a Visa check card is super, super safe.
There's no need to fear. Underdog.
Never mind.
I love the way you've decorated in here.
Want to get away? Now you can. Fly on Southwest Airlines with our $39 to $149 internet specials to 59 destinations nationwide.
You are now free to move about the country.
Next Tilt, the big game is on.
This town doesn't think too highly of cheaters.
And what happens next will shock you. Tilt, Thursday at 9 p.m. on ESPN, presented by Toyota.
Welcome back inside the Verizon Wireless Arena. 20 minutes of All-Star action is in the books, and the Canadian All-Stars lead this one 4-0 is the score right now. But Ray, last night, the skills competition, a little bit of a different story as Planet USA comes up with another victory. And I think the real winners, though, hey, it was the fans. It was a sold-out building. This place was rocking.
A great job again by the Manchester people that put the whole All-Star weekend on, as well as the American Hockey League. A game of hockey goes so quickly, a lot of times you do not notice the individual skill, the nuance of the skill, but a skills competition is a showcase for it, and the fans had great access. They had the glass removed, so they were closer to the action. Jason Spezza won the one-on-one agility relay race against Zach Parise. The difference being the fact that Spezza's probably 4 inches taller.
Plekanec was flying.
Thomas Plekanec had it cranked up, and this is always one of the most popular events. The fastest skater, Plekanec was the winner there.
Absolutely. And then the goalies, they get a chance to do their thing in the rapid fire. This is just a shooting gallery.
This is unfair for the goaltenders, but Ryan Miller did a terrific job. For the second year in a row, he has dominated the goaltending event at the All-Star Classic. Miller with 10 shots, 7 saves. And here's the hardest shot that we saw earlier. Rene Bourque in his Pro Shop jersey, shooting the puck with a rented stick, 99 miles an hour.
Andy Hilbert was a record setter. Nobody's ever done 4 for 4 before.
Well, Ray Bourque has done this in the NHL All-Star Game, but last night it was Andy Hilbert, 4 for 4. And on the 3-on-0 relays here, Matthew Garon with a great save. Kyle Wellwood tried a trick chance on the breakaway that was denied, as the players had a lot of fun last night.
Planet USA comes away with the victories we mentioned for the second straight year. 17-13 was the final. As we go downstairs and once again join our colleague, Peter Labardius. Hey, Peter.
Ryan Miller loves the skills competition. He's been the top goaltender 2 years in a row, and he joins me now, the former Hobey Baker Trophy winner when he was at Michigan State. Why have you had so much fun and so much success in the skills?
I don't know. It's a lot of them resemble drills I do during the year. Things keep me sharp, and I just like to compete, like to have some fun, and it's a great challenge, especially with the caliber of guys coming down. You know, breakaways, 3-0, just unique situations you want to, you don't usually prepare for, but you can have fun with.
You lead the league in wins with 29. You have 7 shutouts, and your Rochester Americans lead the league. Why have things gone so well for you and your team?
I think just the way we've been playing, we've really committed to a great system. Guys are having a lot of fun. We're working well together. Different guys stepping up every night, and I think we start sacrificing ourselves for each other. You know, defense is playing great in front of me. They've been really strong, and it goes beyond that. Guys getting in corners. Whenever there's a scrum, we stick up for each other. Just really proud of the way the boys handle themselves.
Brian, thanks for this, and third period for Planet USA. Kevin?
All right. They are dancing in the aisles here in Manchester as the intermission continues. We've got plenty more from the All Star Game. Stick around. We're coming right back after this.
BK Big Fish with cheese.
Yo.
Oh, you gotta reel it in.
Just give me the sandwich. I'm not reeling it in.
Come on, it's a big fish. Just reel it in. Oh, come on, it's a bigger fish than that.
Oh,
yeah, go.
Oh, you got it.
Go. Go. Nice one, Skipper.
The new spicy BK Big Fish. It's spicy. It bites back. Have it your way. When 5 witnesses saw a murder, he moved in to protect them. But he's gonna need some backup.
So you want to be a cheerleader, huh?
Man of the House. Rated PG-13. In theaters February 25th.
Everyone wants it, basketball's got it. ESPN College Game Day, Saturdays at 11.
Fueled by Mountain Dew.
The greatest source of America's generosity is the good heart of the people.
In the aftermath of the devastating tsunami, we come to you not as presidents, but as 2 private citizens.
Everyone can help, and every dollar contributed will impact someone's life. So visit usafreedomcorps.gov to choose a reputable, authorized charity to accept your donations directly.
No one can change what happened.
But we can all change what happens next.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, you never have to miss your favorite TV shows. Introducing Digital Video Recorder from Comcast Digital Cable. Easily record your favorite shows at the touch of a button without tapes or timers and play them when you're ready. You can even pause and rewind live TV and record HD programming. Better yet, there's no new equipment to buy. Digital Video Recorder, now available from Comcast Digital Cable. Call now.
One period has gone by. Canada with all the goals in the 2005 AHL All Star Game. And Ray Ferraro, expert analysis time. What do the U.S. Planet folks have to do to get back into this one?
Well, obviously in an All-Star game, they're going to get a lot of chances to score. They've got to shoot the puck a lot more, and somehow they have to claw their way back in.
Maybe not the best television, but some great highlights from the season so far. I know, especially when they're free. Some of the great moments from this season that has gone by so far, probably the best American Hockey League talent we have seen.
Well, here we are in Manchester, and they start the season out 20-1. An unbelievable stretch. The Phantoms go off on a 17-game winning streak. And look at the Rochester Americans in the last 36 games. Ryan Miller backstopping a good portion of those wins.
He got the goal that started things off for the Canadians in the All-Star Game. And how about this night against the Cleveland Barons? I'm talking about Kyle Wellwood.
Well, Kyle Wellwood has been a scorer no matter where he's played through his minor hockey and now in the pros. Last year, led the American Hockey League as a rookie with 55 points in rookie scoring, but 5 goals in one night. A terrific night for Kyle Wellwood. And Jason LaBarbera, an unbelievable streak. He wins 14 in a row. The big goaltender who had a shutout in the first period here in the All-Star Game, backstopping Hartford with yet another great season.
And you talk about saves. How about J.S. Oban of the St. John's Maple Leafs? 63 saves. Where's the D?
Apparently the D started the game a little bit later than Oban did. 63 saves, I believe 29 of them in the second period. Lee Gorin, the 200,000th goal. I'm curious how many of the 200,000 Lee Gorin has. Right guy at the right time. And Rochester and Edmonton benefiting again, Kevin, from the fact that there's no National Hockey League. There's great hockey being played, and in Edmonton they draw a huge crowd.
And a big crowd here. And they want to see more hockey. We'll have it for you when we come back.
Band practice again at 3:30. Someone stole my car.
Hold the phone. I got my boys at Fix-A-Hoopties to trick out your ride. What do you think? It's tight, right?
Okay, that looks exactly the same.
Didn't your mama tell you? It's the inside that counts. Check this out.
Shut up.
Crisp, clean, thirst quenching Sprite, never out of reach. Show 'em my motto. By the way, you owe $37,000.
Are you meeting up with Jenny?
Let me check. Hey, Jenny. It's me.
Hold on, there's somebody on my other line. Hello?
Looks like it's time to sign up for the new Family Share Plan from Verizon Wireless. Get the first 2 lines for $59.99 and each additional line for $9.99. All with unlimited in-calling to other customers from our coverage area. Plus, get a Samsung A670 camera phone for just $49.99. Good. Verizon Wireless. We never stop working for you.
It will unlock and start with the intelligent key still in your pocket. It will thrill you with 315 horsepower and responsive handling. It will help alert you with its lane departure warning system. And it will help guide you with its rear view monitor. The only thing it won't do is blend in. The FX from Infinity.
Son, the alfalfa's growing good.
I don't want to be a farmhand. I want to shoot hoops.
Down by 1, 3 seconds left.
See all the college hoops on ESPN's Big Monday.
The 2005 American Hockey League All Star Game is brought to you by Coca-Cola. Let's make it real. Verizon Wireless. We never stop working for you. And Subway. Experience the great taste of a fresh toasted sub today. Subway. Eat fresh. Moments away from the start of the second period here at the All-Star Game. But before we get to that, let's go and join Peter Labardia standing by with a true hockey pioneer.
Indeed. As a matter of fact, he's the head of youth development for the NHL's diversity program, Mr. Willie O'Ree, a great gentleman to chat with. And Willie, if you can just talk about the kind of work that you're doing right now within the spectrum of your group.
Well, I do a lot of traveling, about 15 days a month, and I travel around. We have 34 nonprofit programs throughout Canada and the United States. And my specific duties, I go around and do a lot of on and off ice clinics with these boys and girls, do some fundraisers, personal appearance, autograph sessions, and anything I can do to just help their programs and, help these kids enjoy the game of hockey.
And I can't let you go without having you chat about how impressed you've been with Manchester, the Monarchs, the fans, and the building.
Oh, it's been great. It's my first visit to Manchester, New Hampshire, and I'm just having a wonderful time. I just want to thank Dave Andrews and the entire American Hockey League and the Manchester organization for having me here. And I hope this is going to be one of many visits that I have the opportunity to come back to their wonderful city. The fans are great, and all the people that I've met are just so wonderful.
Thanks so much for this continued success.
Thank you very much. A pleasure.
Guys, back to you.
All right, Peter, thanks very much, and thank you, Willie O'Ree. Second period is underway, and new goalies are in the game. Each goalie will play a period. That's probably all they want to play. Quick shot over top of the net. Let's start things off, and that was Dennis Weidman.
They get their 8 warm-up shots, and then they got guys teeing it up at them for the rest of the period. You're right, 1 period and out is enough.
Joey McDonald and Antero Niittymaki are the goaltenders, and we'll talk more about them when we get a chance. Here is Dennis Weidman, one of the rookies in this game. Weidman with Worcester. Rookie of the month in October. Nicolette centering pass. Here is Weidman trying to get it loose. Parise back the other way, and Dustin Brown's got the puck now. And the fans here in Manchester love it as Brown moves in. Lets the shot go. And Joey McDonald tested early with the Grand Rapids Griffin. Holds his ground.
Joey McDonald, a 4th-year pro. He's got 18 wins in Grand Rapids, 9th in the league in save percentage. Makes a nice save off of Dustin Brown. Dustin Brown, one of the crowd favorites here in Manchester. He's not passing this when he gets in tight. the fans want him to shoot. He unloads one up high, and McDonald's able to get his shoulder on it for his first save of the night.
Dustin Brown, a first-round draft pick of LA, went 13th overall. Here's Mike Camilleri, another member of the Manchester Monarchs. Up for Kyle Wellwood, who got things started for the Canadian team in the first period. Ruutu and Salmelainen trying to combine. Here is Tony Salmelainen. He is checked. They play in behind the net. Bergenheim trying to center it out in front. Ruutu is there. Bergenheim got the puck knocked down. Backhand. Joey McDonald has to come up with a save. And Ray, a little chemistry we expect between Koivu and Salmelainen. These guys have played together before.
Sean Bergenheim's the third member of that line, but you're right. Koivu, the younger brother of Montreal captain Saku Koivu, and Tony Salmelainen, teammates with the World Junior Champions, or at the World Junior Championship for Finland. They're terrific players, and Mikko Koivu is going to be a terrific player. The Minnesota first rounder, bigger than his brother, plays with the same sort of edge, but he is a very, very good hockey player. And just cutting his teeth here in North America, Mikko Koivu, a very, very fine prospect.
Well, Jason LaBarbera made 11 saves in his stint, and Joey McDonald is seeing a lot of rubber already in this game.
If McDonald wasn't loosened up a minute and a half ago, he's loose now. He's already got peppered with a couple here in the first minute and a half of his stint.
Rene Bourque is out on the ice now, and he's got the puck, the hardest shot winner last night as the fourth goal for the Canadians in the first period at 17-19. Here's Travis Roach. Gains the zone, gives it to Bourque, trying to get it back again, but Anton Volchenkov is there to break that play up neatly. Volchenkov, member of the Binghamton Senators, 26 points on the season. Here's Andy Hilbert now, moving in for Providence. Great pass, and unfortunately, Craig Darby, the captain, just couldn't pull the trigger. Kessler sees it go by him, but Hutchison keeps it in for the Planet USA team. He gives it away right away to Michael Roulette, who sends it down the line as the Canadians and the Planet USA both make changes. Here's Thomas Plekanec now from the Hamilton Bulldogs, moving in, lets a low shot go that misses the far side. Ballard able to keep it in at the blue line. Now Plekanec turns the puck over. There is Sharp. The long pass to Gamache to Jason Spezza. Spezza at the blue line. Neat little pass there for Danny Hamhuis. Simon Gamache turns in the corner. In behind the net for Jason Spezza. Spezza takes a look, throws it out in front. It gets by Gamache. Doesn't get by Steve Eminger, though. Over to Dan Hamhuis. Hamhuis backhands it in. Sharp is there, out in front. Hutchison picks it up, and he'll give it to Plekanec. Plekanec puts on the speed. Hamhuis trying to cut him off. Plekanec out in front, and McDonald, Johnny Bauer style, gets the stick out on the poke check. Turned over. Svitov. Quick shot there. Another chance, as Holmquist had a couple of chances, and this puck rolls in. Well, you knew it was inevitable. The shutout's over. LaBarbera took a shutout into the second period. No fault of Joey McDonald. It's 4-1.
Shocking there will not be a shutout in the All-Star game, Kevin. Thomas Plekanec started this whole sequence with a terrific rush down the right side, showing his speed that won him the fastest skater contest. Here's a give and go off the chance, a 2-on-1 that is poked wide of the net by Michael Holmquist, and then Plekanec jumps on the loose puck and is able to slide it underneath Joey McDonald, and Planet USA is on the board.
3 minutes and 44 seconds into the second period. The Planet USA All-Stars are on the board, as Ray mentioned. But here come the Canadians. And a quick shot by Eric Stahl from his backside almost gets through. Now Lawrence Nicolette on the far side will keep it in at the blue line. Chuck Kovacev, Herron, and Stahl up front for the Canadians. Here is Weidman. Pass to Nicolette. Nicolette throws it towards the net. Nina Mackey sees it bouncing at the side of the net. Eric Stahl centering it, and that pass is picked off. Wojciechowski looking for Brown. Dustin Brown. Parise calling for the puck. Won't get it. Christian Ehrhoff, though, keeps it in. Ehrhoff with a quick shot, bouncing puck to the side of the net. Oh, Wojciechowski had a great chance and couldn't put it home. Grunwald with a low shot. Another chance for Parise, and he misses the target. Bouncing puck in the side of the net. Dustin Brown trying to get it home. The Planet USA team has come alive here in the second period. Offside at the Canadian blue line, and great action down at the Canadian end.
Well, the Canadians have not seen much of Antero Niittymaki yet at this point in the period, but Joey McDonald has had all kinds of action around the front of the net. Brandon Buchenski has a great chance, bounce off his stick as the puck was bouncing away. Here McDonald has no idea where it is, and Zach Parise, the fine rookie in the New Jersey system, fires it wide. The score remains 4-1, but Joey McDonald is getting absolutely peppered down at one end of the ice.
He has faced 6 shots so far in this period that still has 15 minutes left in it. Koivu looking for Tony Salmelainen. Watching him in the corner. Salmelainen plays it back up top. Papier. Quick shot in front, and that one again just slides by. Cornwall able to keep it in on the near side. Bouncing puck picked up by Wellwood, and he'll chop it out to center. USA Planet Stars getting right back in as Bergenheim battles with Wellwood for that loose puck. Camilleri trying to get it loose. All kinds of traffic there. Wellwood gets it, though. He'll give it to Nolan Baumgartner of the Manitoba Moose. Baumgartner moving in. Centers it slowly, and Niittymaki steers that aside. Bouwmeester able to keep it in neatly. Gets by Wellwood. Kronwall going after it. Camilleri looking for it. King comes up with it. King. Neat little pass, but it's picked off before he can get through, and here's a chance for Bergenheim. He's in on a breakaway. Bergenheim with the shot, and that one just misses. John Bergenheim has made his presence felt. The Bridgeport Sound Tiger has been outstanding. Another one of the first-round picks in this hockey game.
20 first-round picks in this game, Kevin. Unbelievable amount of talent here.
King with a shot that just misses. Travis Roach in behind the net looking for the puck, and it's picked up by Tony Salmelainen. And he will flip it up for Andy Hilbert. Hilbert crosses the line. Here's Hilbert moving in, trying to get a shot away. Oh, and he just steers it wide. Good play by Roach to break up the shot before he can get it away. Volchenkov doing a good job to keep it in. 13:29 to go here in the first period. Darby moving in, drops it back. Out in front, open net, Hilbert scores! Andy Hilbert. He was the most accurate shooter last night. I think even I could have scored that goal.
You think? Well, I think you would have had a chance at it. And obviously, Bruce Boudreau has given them the word here, and we need to get back in the game. Andy Hilbert, you see him 5th in the American Hockey League in points with 59, but Craig Darby starts this play. A terrific back pass to 20-year-old Ryan Kessler, and the Vancouver Canuck prospect playing in Manitoba makes a beautiful pass, and Andy Hilbert's not going to get many much easier than this. Look at this. Jason McDonald thinks the puck is coming over for the shot, but instead it goes over, and Joey McDonald is clearly out of the play as Andy Hilbert is able to tuck the puck behind him. And we've talked about how well McDonald's played in this period, and he's already given up 2 goals.
Andy Hilbert is #1 in the AHL in shots. As McDonald faces another one there, and now up to 15 shots. 19 shots for Planet USA. Spezza moving in, but it's an offside call at the blue line. Well, Planet USA has come back to make this a better game. It's 4-2 with 13 minutes to go here in the second period. We're coming back to Manchester in the All Star Game right after this.
Joe, you're glad we got the Durango, right?
Of course.
And you liked all the money we saved when we bought it, right?
Got us a bigger boat.
Oh, and how about the Hemi engine and the DVD player and the hands-free cell? Then why won't you use the navigation system?
I'm not lost.
Dodge Durango.
This is starting to look familiar.
It's a lot of great stuff for a great price.
Grab 0 Plus, 0% financing plus package discounts plus February bonus cash for total savings up to $8,600.
At Reebok, we used hockey's elite to test, analyze, and develop our new high-performance gear. And what did we find out? That the best in the game demand the best for their game. Introducing Reebok Hockey. The switch is on.
Looks like we've got a couple of lovebirds.
Fresh toasted subs are here, like the Chicken Bacon Ranch. Toasted hot inside and out. Subway. Eat fresh.
Welcome back, everyone. Snowy outside. It is starting to heat up inside for Planet USA, but they still trail by 2. And one of the guys from Manchester in the All-Star Game, one of 4, is Mike Camilleri. And Mike, wired for sound. How's things going so far?
It's going all right. The second period's been tough on us. I think Coach Boudreau over there must have gave it to these guys in the intermission, and they came out strong. But
if you guys got something against your goaltender there, because he's getting peppered down there, you might need a little help soon.
Are you trying to say we're not playing defense? Is that what's going on? Yeah, we gotta get back for him. Don't look for it this shift, though. Spez will probably be up somewhere at the red line.
What about Spezza leading now in penalty minutes in the All-Star Game?
Yeah, I know. He said that was a good penalty to take. We told him that's what we call a turnover, Spez, not a good penalty.
At some point, Mike, last night, you get a chance to show what you can do. You put on a nice move. How much fun do you have at the skills competition?
This whole weekend's been just great. I think it's good for the fans in Manchester, too. They support us so well, so we've had a lot of fun.
Mike wanted to talk about that. What's it like for you and the other guys to be playing at an All-Star Game at home?
Yeah, it's special. I mean, they're awesome here. As you guys can see, this is as good as it gets, you know, for fan support and the rink and all that in the town, so it's awesome here.
Mike, what's been the biggest surprise coming to Manchester and playing here? Has it been the building? Has it been the support? It's the way you guys are treated? What has stood out for you?
Yeah, you know, I think all those things. Coming in here, you don't know what to expect, and when you get here, you realize it's a lot of fun to play here. So the organization is just first class all the way.
Mike, you're leading the American Hockey League. You and Michael Willett with 30 goals. What's been the key for you this year so far?
Great teammates. You know, just getting me in the puck in positions where it goes in. So my teammates have been awesome all season.
Well, here's your chance to call your shot. When are we going to see you light the lamp in this one?
Welly, when are we going to score? Next shift? Yeah. Next shift, we got one, Welly says.
All right. Thanks very much.
We'll be looking for it.
Okay.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, guys, thanks.
Mike Camilleri and the Canadian squad up 4-2 with 11:37 to go here in the second period. But Planet USA is coming on, and here is Zach Parise trying to work it out in front. Looks like things getting a little more intense here, Mr. Ferraro, as Brandon Bochinski goes upstairs, and Joey McDonald victimized again. He was all alone, Bochinski, and made no mistake.
Well, Jason LaBarbera didn't give up a goal in the first period, so he can't imagine what all the fuss is about. And Tiro Niittymaki hasn't had a shot down at the other end. But Kerry Lettinen and Joey McDonald are becoming pals here. Lettinen gives up 4. McDonald has given up 3 with no chance on any of them. Brandon Bochinski knocks this puck out of the air. He's got terrific hands. And the Binghamton rookie has 21 goals, #1 goal scorer, the tops in the American League for rookies. He was the second leading scorer in the NCAA last year. And there's been a knock on him that perhaps he doesn't skate at a terrific pace, but he always gets to where he's going, and you see him with another chance on goal there. He's strong, he's got great hands, he's scored everywhere that he has gone, and he's really shown in the 2 days that we've seen him here that he is a guy that will score.
Brandon Bochinski was the lowest drafted player on the Planet USA team. The 7th round pick of Ottawa. He went 223rd overall, but here he is in the All-Star Game. Dustin Brown with a chance to tie it up, and Joey McDonald comes up with a save. 8:33, the time of the goal by Brandon Bochinski that has cut the lead to 4-3 for the Canadians. Zach Parise's got it again, looking for Dustin Brown. Here is Brown moving in. Brown stops, look, back in front for Parise, and the shot just whistles wide. Bochinski, Parise, and Dustin Brown out there for Planet USA. Here's Zach Parise. They'll flip it across, looking for Velchenkov, picked off by Jay Bouwmeester. And Antonio Rampage Star, and looking for Mike Camilleri, who's out there now saying he would score on this shift.
Well, they got to get out of their end first, Kevin. I mean, here goes another one. Breakaway Bergenheim.
Bergenheim trying to go upstairs, and instead it goes off the netting. And he comes close.
Sean Bergenheim makes a steal at the blue line. He takes it in. He tries to go top blocker. McDonald gets a stick and blocker on it. Thankfully for him, the puck deflects over the crossbar and out of play. There you see him make the save. And the puck bounces away harmlessly, and McDonald, for the first time in 10 minutes, can take a breath.
25 years ago, a group of young hockey players represented the United States in the 1980 Olympics and delivered one of the greatest upsets in history by defeating the heavily favored Russians. Do you believe in miracles? Yes! You can relieve the thrilling action of thanks a lot, buddy. Miracle on Ice, the 25th anniversary special on ESPN Sunday at 7:30 Eastern Time. You were supposed to add the yes. Can't you read the script?
No, because Al Michaels said the whole thing by himself.
I was going to let you participate in this historic promo.
I was Ken Dryden on that one. I just sat there.
9:54 to go here in the second period, and it has been all Planet USA. They have scored 3 straight goals to make it a 4-3 game. Jay Bouwmeester jumping into the rush. He finds himself in behind the Planet USA net. Ballard bounces it out to center. Stopping and turning. It is Mikko Koivu. Ballard trying to keep it in. Touches it in his own zone. Will give it to Bergenheim. He had a great chance earlier. Feeds Salmelainen in front. Now Koivu moving in, looking for Salmelainen. Ends up behind the net. Bergenheim going after the puck against Bouwmeester. And a chance for the Canadians to get it out, and they will. It's Kyle Wellwood. Sends a pass to Camilleri. Camilleri out there with King. Kept in by Baumgartner. Lets the shot go. And a good save there by Niittymaki, who has not seen much action in this second period.
Yeah, trust us, that is Antero Niittymaki down there from the Philadelphia Phantoms. He's made 2 saves so far, so he has not had a whole lot to do.
24-16. The shots on goal favor the Planet USA Stars. Well, the Canadians are happy to take a break as the Planet USA guys are scoring 3 goals, and Bochetski celebrates the 3rd. We'll be back.
I'm not a patient man. 1 hour photo, too slow. Fast food, not fast enough. Instant coffee? Now you're talking. Heartburn? Who has the time? I take new maximum strength Zantac. It's so fast, I can take it minutes before a meal to prevent heartburn, and so fast, it relieves tough heartburn in minutes. And the leading prescription, it can take a day or more to fully work. That's just crazy talk. For me, maximum strength Zantac.
Hey, buddy, move it.
I like this guy.
New Maximum Strength Zantac. Maximum strength, maximum speed.
Hello, I'm Scott, and I'm an Earthlink employee.
I'm Jay. I'm an Earthlink employee, and I'm working hard for you every day.
I helped create Scam Blocker.
I helped create Virus Blocker.
This is me day and night.
Since we both work for you, you decide
which of us should get a reserved parking space.
Virus Blocker is much more important.
Scam Blocker protects them every day, little brother.
Just because you're my older brother doesn't mean I have to listen to you all the time.
More speed, more security. Call now or go online to get a great deal on Earthlink High Speed and to decide which one of your hardworking Earthlink employees deserves a reserved parking space. Earthlink, we revolve around you.
So what's this about our Guinness again?
I've discovered that Guinness Draft has only 125 calories.
Only 125 calories? Brilliant! What else have you been up to?
I've invented this little book. It's black. You put women's phone numbers in it.
A little black book? Brilliant!
Come here often. You can also use it as a coaster.
A coaster? Brilliant!
Brilliant!
Guinness Draft has only 125 calories. Enjoy it responsibly.
Brilliant!
He's back. Jim Rome is burning at a new time on ESPN 5 days a week. More Rome and more smack. Jim Rome is burning weekdays at 4:30 Eastern on ESPN. For more information, log on to ESPN.com. Welcome back as we take a look at Antero Niittymaki of the Philadelphia Phantoms.
He's not even breathing hard. He hasn't had a thing to do down at his end. Niittymaki, as you see the Philadelphia Flyers prospect playing for the Philadelphia Phantoms this year, has had a 12-game winning streak himself. We talked about LaBarbera's streak early in the season. The Phantoms ran off 17 games in a row. Niittymaki won 12 of them, and last year when the Flyers ran into goaltending injury problems, Antero Niittymaki was called up across the street from the old Spectrum into the new building in Philadelphia and won all 3 of his starts. This year in the American Hockey League, 1.97 goals against average, 3rd in the league, having another fine season.
That is the lowest goals against average of all 6 of the goalies here at the All-Star Classic.
And all of a sudden, the country of Finland is starting to produce some goaltenders with some depth. We have Mika Kiprasov, who went to the Stanley Cup Finals with Calgary last year. We saw Kari Lehtinen in the first period, and now Antero Niittymaki. There's some fine young goaltenders from the country of Finland, and they haven't had that depth for a long time.
And you know you're getting respect when you have a bobblehead night. Here is Hilbert. Winds, fires a shot, and McDonald the save. On February the 27th, 4,000 bobbleheads, and Ontario Minamaki will be given away. Bergeron couldn't get the shot away. He was checked there by Christian Ehrhoff on a good defensive play. Picking it. Trying to move it ahead. Can't do it. Stopped by Rene Bourque. Up the middle. Darby. Quick pass for Hilbert. Looking in the middle. Here's Ryan Kessler. Kessler centering it out in front. And the captain for Planet USA got turned around before he could get the shot away. Yanni Pipkinen will pick it up in his own zone. He's a teammate of Minamaki's with the Philadelphia Phantoms. Kenny Andrews lays it up for Sharp. Patrick Sharp takes his time. Long cross-ice pass. A little bit hopeful for Simon Gamache. And it's icing.
Ryan Kessler is one of the fine young players that we've talked about in this game already. 20 years old. Played at the University of Michigan, and Vancouver is very high on Ryan Kessler. He was the 23rd pick of the 2003 draft. All-around player. He plays in many situations. And Kevin, when we did games in Manitoba, their coach Randy Carlyle said the thing that he was most concerned about was playing Kessler too much. But he's added 15 pounds of muscle to his frame. He's not a thin teenager anymore, but just 20 years old. But he is a terrific player.
Discussions continue. The last time we had a problem, it was the net. Actually, take a look at Kessler. 20-goal scorer this season, and this is his first trip to the All-Star game.
He is a very good skater, and the added weight makes him that much more dangerous around the front of the net. He's a courageous player, and he projects at the National Hockey League level to being a #2 center. When I watch him play, I think a lot of Trevor Linden. I think they play the same. They're the same build. And you see the Michigan product at 6'2". Now he's at 195. He'll probably top off at 205. He's going to be a very strong NHL player for a long, long period of time.
Another first-round pick, plays center and comes from Livonia, Michigan. Has had a pretty good career in the National Hockey League, and he currently plays with the Dallas Stars.
That would be young Modano. And, yeah, Mike Modano would be a pretty good guy to emulate. If you can skate like that, you'd be just fine.
Here's Plekanec. He can skate, lets the shot go. McDonald the save. And that puck went right through the crease as Svitov let it go. Plekanec again in behind the net looking for Svitov. He's out there with Holmquist. That's the forward line. Grunwald and Pothier are on the blue line. As the Planet USA squad trying to tie this thing up with 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the second period. Holmquist takes a look. Cincinnati Mighty Ducks. Here's Grunwald moving in, cross-ice pass. Plekanec with a shot. McDonald the save. Thomas Plekanec with a hard shot, and Joey McDonald, who has settled down. He's into this game now, whether he likes it or not. Puck comes out in front. Here's Volchenkov with a shot, and Joey McDonald will cover it up. Hey fans, you want to own a piece of AHL history? Then visit theAHL.com and bid on jerseys worn by the AHL All Stars for the warm-ups of the 2005 AHL All Star Game. Bidding is now open, and it's exclusively on the AHL.com. And there's a look at the unis the guys wore before they came out for the warm-up.
Joey McDonald, you saw him taking a drink of water. Antero Niittymaki stretching at the other end. So there's been a lack of action at one end.
You may see some here. Kobasu trying to jam it home. Back the other way. Zach Parise. He has got Bochenski with him. Parise to Bochenski, and he is stopped by McDonald. Brandon Bochenski made it 4-3. Almost tied it up there, but Joey McDonald stood his ground. Eric Stahl trying to get it out in front. There's a quick shot by Perrin, and he whipped on it. Back the other way. Grabeshkov crosses the blue line with Parise up his skate. So the Planet USA squad will have to regroup. Dustin Brown, Brandon Bochenski, and Zach Parise. Here is Brown. He is checked at the line. Back the other way. Here comes Chuck Kobasu. Lets the shot go, and Niittymaki steers that into the corner. Dennis Grabeshkov. Another one of the Manchester Monarchs. Here's the giveaway. Camilleri with Kobasu out in front. Drops it back for Jason King. He sends it back to Baumgartner, and nobody wanted to take the shot. Here's Parise with Bochenski. They are tired at the end of the shift. Parise moving in. Parise centering out in front, and Dustin Brown almost put that one home. Ballard will keep it in at the blue line. Around the far side. Hutchison racing over. Can't get to it. King's got it. Camilleri wants the puck. Here is Mike Camilleri with Wellwood and King out in front. And a good defensive play there by Keith Ballard. Bouncing puck. Hutchison going after it. He is turned aside there by Jason King. Now moving in. Cross ice pass looking for Camilleri. Bouncing puck comes to Ninamaki. And he's going to hang on to it. We've got 4 minutes and 39 seconds to go here in the second period. The Canadian All-Stars hanging on to a 4-3 lead.
Chicken selects from McDonald's. They're good.
Why? Because they say they're good? I bet they also say crispy.
Crispy is just a smoke screen. Just like juicy chicken breast.
It is a juicy chicken breast strip.
They're controlling you, man.
Why don't you go to McDonald's and try one for free?
Now they have you believing it's free. What the?
Look.
Oh, no. I'm not gonna fall for that. Nice try. Nothing's free.
It's all about the O. And the O is all about the codes. Sometimes it's all about the outdoors. It's all about the office. It's all about the home and books, music, and videos. Then again, on occasion, it's all about the gold. Save on thousands of products at Overstock.com. It's all about the O.
Introducing the all-new Chevy Cobalt Coupe and Sedan. With more standard horsepower than Civic, Corolla, or Jetta. And our 5-year, 60,000-mile powertrain warranty. Two great cars, starting at $14,190. Cobalt, the new commotion in the Chevy family. See your local Chevy dealer today.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Verizon Wireless Arena. Second period action, 4-3 for the Canadians. Joey McDonald has been outstanding since he's come in lately.
Here's a great 2-on-1 play. Zach Parise goes across the front of the net to Brandon Bochenski, and McDonald gets right across the net and is able to get his left pad on it. Look at the flexibility of McDonald going post to post, able to deny Bochenski, who already has one goal in the period.
Pitkanen sends it in behind the net. Bergenheim going after it. He comes up with it, plays it back up top for Pitkanen. Trying to find a shooting lane. Jani Pitkanen gives it to Toni Salmelainen. Salmelainen races in behind the net. Salmelainen still has it. He'll throw it into the corner. Trying to get it out in front was Koivu. He got it out too far. And Bergenheim goes back to get it, being watched by Rene Bourque. He gets checked. Bergeron with a hopeful pass for Rene Bourque. And that didn't work. We'll come back down on the other end.
Jani Pitkanen's having a terrific season. A terrific prospect with Philadelphia. Very solid player. Down on the ice, at ice level, is Peter Labardius. And Peter, we're going to come down and take a look at who you have to talk to.
Yeah, I got the coach, Bruce Boudreau. Coach, what'd you say in between periods?
Nothing much, actually. Jim went in and said, we just talked about pride and things like that. It wasn't earth-shattering stuff, but they've definitely come out and playing a lot better this period.
No question about that. Thanks for this. We'll let you get back to your work.
All right, thank you.
All right. So he didn't peel the paint off the wall.
Nah, I don't think Bruce peels the paint off the wall too often, and he hasn't had to do it this year in Manchester. They've had such a terrific season.
Manchester #2 in the American Hockey League. They're #1 in the East. Only Rochester is better. Canadians trying to mount an attack here. Jason Spezza came out on the blue line, and it's offside there. Even with the wider blue line, Spezza couldn't keep it in.
And there's Bruce Boudreau, the coach of the Manchester Monarchs, and he and his staff, by virtue of leading their side, get to coach at the All-Star Game. Take a look at his record this season here in Manchester, 35-13. And they've really got a deep team here. They've got the 4 players that are playing here in the All-Star contest, yet they have 2 more that were selected but cannot play. Yannick Lahou, who was having a terrific season early on and had knee surgery, and Tom Katsopoulos is out of the lineup as well.
And this is a tough place to play. They've only lost twice in regulation here at the Verizon Wireless Arena. Hilbert with a shot. That one deflects wide. Frank Darby, the captain, picks it up in the corner. He gets checked. Bouncing puck out in front. Hilbert with a shot. And again, Joey McDonald comes up big. Boy, there was a flurry of activity in the first 8 minutes for Planet USA, but McDonald has shut the door since.
This would have been a good period for McDonald to break in new pads because he's had close to 20 shots, 18 of them already.
He may get more now as Hilbert crosses the line. He and Kessler were together. Gamache bouncing puck, sends it to Kobasu. That hopped over his stick. Volchenkov looking for Thomas Plekanec, and we get our first souvenir of the hockey game. That's a souvenir. Anybody else looking for all-star merchandise? Then be sure to visit the AHLstore.com. AHLstore.com offers a wide selection of all-star, AHL, and team merchandise. Gear up at AHLstore.com today. We got a lot of nice merchandise from the folks here running the All-Star Game. And we'd like to thank Dave Andrews and his staff for giving media-free stuff. We love that.
Media-free stuff. Is there anything better, Kevin? But in all honesty, the American League, Dave Andrews and all the people that work underneath him have just done a terrific job here. Everything has been so well organized. We're in this beautiful building with great support, and the American League should be very proud of the All-Star weekend that they put on.
We'll have a chance to chat with the president and CEO of the American Hockey League, get his views on the rule changes in the American Hockey League and how they have fared so far. 1 minute, 45 seconds to go here in the second period. Planet USA come back to cut the lead of the Canadian All-Stars to 1. Wiseman battling with Plekanec. Thomas Plekanec has the puck, centering it out in front. Hutchison with a shot up high. Holmquist knocked down. Plekanec able to keep it in. Out in front from Svethov. Here's Plekanec again. Turns, trying to get a shot away, and he was all tied up and couldn't get it done as Stahl was there. Kobasu trying to get loose. 1:15 to go in the period now. Turning in his own zone is Dennis Weidman on the Worcester Ice Cats. And he gets caught in behind the net. Pitkanen, look at him jumping in from the defensive position. Wojciechowski has it hop over his stick, and the Canadians are able to relieve the pressure. Less than a minute to go in the period. Christian Ehrhoff back to pick it up in his own zone. And Cleveland Barron. Here's Dustin Brown now. Brown across the blue line, still has it. Trying to get a shot away, can't do it. Wojciechowski gives it to him, centered out in front. Looking for Zach Parise, but back the other way. Here's Mike Camilleri. Camilleri moving in, 35 seconds to go. Mike Camilleri, side of the net, dishes it out in front. Looking for Barron. Wellwood trying to bang away. And Antero Niittymaki covers up and gets the whistle.
Busiest flurry around Antero Niittymaki. And Mike Camilleri playing at home here in Manchester. Clearly his line mates would like to set him up for an opportunity to shoot the puck on goal, and he's going to get a chance right here. But he's too deep, so he slides it back out in front. Eric Perrin shoots the puck, and there's Kyle Wellwood. He punts it at the net, but Niittymacki's able to make 2 saves.
25 seconds to go. King in behind the net, the Manitoba Moose. Jason King plays it back up top. Bouwmeester is there. Gives it away to Parise. Parise trying to send away Dustin Brown. That's called on the 2 line. Hey, Mike Camilleri, can you hear us?
I got you.
Hey, Mike, you got a chance to shoot there. Your guys are trying to feed you. Now you're a playmaker?
You know what? Perry's so good. I just want to give him the puck. He's all over the place. Maybe I should have shot that one, though, eh? You would have shot it, eh?
Well, yeah, because I never get in that close.
That's what I heard. Oh. 6 seconds. Here we go.
Oh, there was your one chance right there.
Right there.
Don't back check. You're okay.
Here, look at me. I'm gone. Okay, we got to come back. Strong third.
Hey, Mike, please get your goaltender a pillow. That's 20 shots for him. I think he's exhausted.
Okay, let's go talk to him about that.
Yeah.
If you can grab him right there.
Good period, bro. Good period. Yeah, that's our bad, man.
Yeah, hey, Mike, so are you going to make a speech between periods here to the guys or no?
I don't know about that. I might get run the rest of the season in the league. Make a speech between periods.
Hey, Mike, get a rest. Good luck in the 3rd period.
Okay, guys, thanks a lot, Adam.
Thanks a lot.
4-3 is the score after 40 minutes. As Planet USA has come back and made it a close one. We've got plenty more coming up in our second intermission. We'll be back after this.
I'm going to pick up a movie from Blockbuster.
Okay, drive safely.
Now Blockbuster is as close as your mailbox. Introducing Blockbuster Online. Choose your movies online, receive and return them by mail. Enjoy unlimited rentals and keep them as long as you want. Plus, get 2 free in-store rentals every month, all for just $14.99. Sign up now for a free 2-week trial at Blockbuster.com.
Filled up? Only Alka-Seltzer is instantly ready to break up and dissolve away the full feeling of indigestion and pain.
How about a rematch?
Break it up with Alka-Seltzer.
Michael Waltrip?
Yes.
That's cool.
Okay, what are we waiting for? Waiting on you.
I'm waiting on you.
I'm waiting on you.
You are in for a treat. You're gonna be right down in front. Morning. You're gonna be able to see the whites of Michael Waltrip's eyes. How about that? Bobby, come on.
Best Western, the official hotel of NASCAR. NASCAR fans, stop at Best Western to save with our new race fan rate.
Checking in, Mr. Nelson?
It's the 21st century. Trade like it with Ameritrade Apex.
Penthouse. Access granted.
An advanced trading platform that offers the service and cutting-edge technology active traders deserve. On the new Ameritrade website, built for traders by traders, you'll get free tools like QuoteScope with free Level 2 quotes and free streaming news, plus exclusive Apex events and webcasts. If you qualify for Ameritrade Apex, you get 50 free internet equity trades and $100 in cash, all for only $10.99 per trade and no service fees. Innovative technology and service give you an edge. It's the 21st century. Trade like it. Call 888-303-9951 today or go to Ameritrade.com/Apex.
Welcome in with Barry Melrose. I'm John Butchercross. After 40 minutes of the American League All-Star Game, third period on the way. Well, it's not over until it's over. The NHL originally said they were going to have a news conference tomorrow, presumably to cancel this NHL season. That has been pushed back until Wednesday at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. And word is in Buffalo, New York tonight, the two sides are still meeting, trying one last desperate move to save this NHL season. E.J. Radick has the latest.
There's a deal to be struck. It might surround a salary cap at a higher number, somewhere around $45 million, without a linkage between team payrolls and league-wide revenues. This could be the face-saver for both sides. The owners would get their cap, while the players wouldn't have to worry about a linkage to possibly shrinking revenues.
It's hard to believe an idea could be pressed upon now, Barry, that could make the difference after Gary Bettman said, I need something by this weekend, after the mediator came in on Sunday. Anything in your mind could possibly be said to save this thing?
First off, let's hope one of those lake-effect snowstorms come into Buffalo and they get about 30 feet of snow, so all those guys are stuck in Buffalo for a couple of extra days. So maybe they'll get something done if they can't go any other place. But sometimes a deal won't get done until it has to get done. Maybe this is that point. Maybe the players have done some soul-searching and realized this is the best deal we're ever going to get at this moment from the NHL owners. I can't believe they'll get a better deal next October or next January. And maybe the owners feel, let's give it a little bit on the salary cap, raise it a bit, maybe change the name a little bit so the players can live with it, and let's get a deal done. So as long as they're meeting, John, and as long as they push the cancellation date back to Wednesday, there's still hope.
Of course, the biggest casualty in this lockout are the people who have lost their jobs or not getting paid. The second casualty is, of course, the fan and all he's invested in time-wise and money throughout his life and had this happen. But also, Barry, the great veterans of the NHL. Brett Hall, 59 goals from 800. Messier, 6 from 700. Yzerman, 22 from 700. Lemieux, 17 from 700. And Shanny, 42 from 600. Milestones they may not reach now.
Well, you forgot Dave Andreychuk. He might not be back. Chelios might not be back. Ronnie Francis might not be back. Luke Robitaille's climbing the goals ladder, so he's certainly going to be hurt also. But the guy I think is hurt the most is Brett Hull, because this guy, arguably one of the greatest goal scorers in history, could be second to Wayne Gretzky. If he would have played this year, played next year, he could have passed Gordie Howe. He could have climbed right behind Gretzky. You're never going to catch Gretz, but he certainly finished 22nd in a great career. So a guy like Brett Hull certainly hurt. Such a great ambassador of the game, always gives you something to talk about after his interview. So a guy like Brett Hull is certainly one of the guys that I think is going to be affected more than anybody else. Certainly not monetarily. Brett don't need $4 million anymore, but certainly he would like to be second to Gretzky all time in the NHL. And the way goals are now, no one's going to catch those two guys.
Yeah, none of these guys need the money. The young guys, Heatley, Kovalchuk, they don't need the money. They got huge bonuses. It's the guy in the middle.
Meat and potato guy.
The third liner, Chris Clark for the Calgary Flames, comes about. A guy in his late 20s who has to make a mortgage payment, has to make a car payment, and right now has no money.
And don't forget, John, to be vested in the NHL pension, which is an awesome pension now, you have to play 400 games. You have to play 400 games.
That's the key number.
So that's 5 years you got to play 80 games a year. Very few players reach that. The average length of a career now in the NHL is like 2.7 or 3.2 years. So not a lot of people play the 20 years like we're talking about these guys. So to miss a season and miss 80 games, that's going to cost a lot of these young players to be vested in the NHL pension. That is something down the road that will have a big effect on these players. But you're right, these guys are first time in their lives are starting to make money. You start living like you got money, and all of a sudden you don't have a check coming back in.
And they know 24% is going back when they do play. Yeah. Again, gut reaction, Barry. Again, this is triple overtime.
I'm still
10 seconds to go.
I'm still optimistic. We still have a chance. Keep talking.
Again, the news conference scheduled for 1 o'clock on Wednesday, not tomorrow. 1 o'clock on Wednesday. We still have 2 more days. Third period's next.
I like to make food that makes people happy.
Denny's new Meat Lover Scramble comes with bacon, sausage, and ham mixed right in with the eggs. And the Heartland Scramble. Then I add bacon, sausage, hash browns, and pancakes. And they're just $4.99. Denny's, we're cooking now.
Closed caption for selected programming is brought to you by Skechers Work Footwear. Skechers Work Footwear. Footwear that plays as hard as it works. Boots, Oxford's Athletics. Footwear you want to wear that meets all safety standards. Skechers Work, made to last.
Isn't it time for a more productive meeting? Microsoft Office Live Meeting, the service that gives you the power to meet with 2 to thousands from virtually anywhere. See for yourself with a free trial. You can present to clients around the globe, train employees in multiple locations, even launch a new product. All with just a PC, a phone, and an internet connection. It's web conferencing at its best, from the company determined to make it even better.
It's happening all around the globe. People getting tricked by counterfeit brand name merchandise, premium watches, sunglasses, and you won't believe what else is being knocked off. Mini Coopers. That's why you need this important DVD from the Counterfeit Commission. You'll get a crash course on how to spot a fake. You'll hear from humiliated victims.
I thought a Mini Cooper for $1,200. What's motor, right?
Wrong. We'll even take you overseas and show you how they duplicate Mini's signature look.
You just paint the roof, slap on some bonnet stripes, boom, boom. No one can tell the difference.
Until they try to park it, drive it, or turn it. Don't be fooled by imitations. Be certain your Mini is genuine. To order counterfeit Mini Coopers, visit counterfeitmini.org or send a self-addressed stamped envelope to the Counterfeit Commission.
Robert Smith, third frame. Rookie bowler.
That's going to leave him a tough spare.
Can't beat the PBA. Sunday at 12:30 on ESPN.
Outside Verizon Arena as the AHL All Star Game continues here in Manchester, New Hampshire. And inside, we've got a special guest. He is the president and CEO of the American Hockey League. And Dave, now before you were the president and CEO, Mr. Andrews, you were also involved in scouting for Central Scouting, and you scouted a young Raymond Ferraro from Trail, BC. Do you remember that scouting report? What would you have said?
It wasn't absolutely just before becoming president of the league. It was a little bit longer ago than that. But, yeah, Ray was playing in Penticton in the BC Junior League when I first was coaching in the Western Hockey League and doing some work on the side with Central Scouting. And Ray was the best player in the BC Junior League without a doubt, and went on to obviously a great career in the Western League and a great career in the National League. And it didn't take a very good scout to be able to see that he was going to be a dominant player, tremendously skilled and a great puck handler.
I can't imagine the scouting report said great size at any time, though.
Yeah, not size, but speed and puck control were pretty good.
Dave, through your league and under your leadership, the American Hockey League has gone to some new rules this year to try and speed up the game. Can you give us a capsule of the rules and which ones you like the best or which ones you feel have been most effective?
Yeah, I think the whole package of rules as a group of rules have made a difference. They've really increased the flow in the game. They've increased the amount of forecheck in our game. They've taken a lot of play out of the neutral zone and into the attacking zone. Our scoring is up marginally, but our game's a lot better. There's no question. And I think that the major changes are going back to the tag-up offside rule has made a big, big difference. It's taken a lot of that static play out of the neutral zone. It's gotten the forwards back in on the attack. Moving the goal nets back a couple of feet has helped, created some chaos back in there. Having the goaltenders restricted from handling the puck in the corners has given a quiet zone where you can dump the puck in and you know you can create a forecheck and not have it interfered with by the goaltender. The wider lines have helped a little bit. And our no-touch icing, I think, has sped our game up. So the whole thing has been good. It's been universally accepted by our players and coaches, and we're happy with it.
Now, will you revisit these rules again and go over, maybe will you take some a step farther in the summer, or will you have a meeting and try and decide, okay, we like this, we don't like this so much?
We will have a meeting and review them. I think the major thing that we're going to do is perhaps try and crack down even more on restraining fouls on the puck carrier. We tried to put a hard standard in. It's worked fairly well. We need to put a harder standard in. And then we'll see where the NHL rules go. Obviously, with our players moving back and forth, we can't be playing a tremendously different rule book. So it's kind of unfair to the players to do that. But I think we'll see a lot of these rules adopted in the National League. They've improved the game, and the NHL believes that as well.
Dave, one of the things that we're seeing tonight is fantastic crowds, a lot of energy, and you're the guy that brought back the American Hockey League All Star Game. Previously, the last game was 1959. You brought it back in 1995.
Yeah, and it's been a wonderful showcase for our league. It's a celebration of the game. It's a celebration of our legendary players that have been in the Hockey Hall of Fame or are in the Hockey Hall of Fame. Celebration of our stars of today, and a chance for communities in our league to get together and rally around the game and just have some fun with it, and we're sure doing that here this week.
Absolutely, Dave. Continued success the rest of the season and on to the Calder Cup.
Thank you very much.
All right, Dave Andrews, the president and CEO of the American Hockey League. The fans here in Manchester are loving what they see. We've got a full period and maybe overtime coming up. We'll be back after this.
Western Union has over 170,000 agent locations worldwide, so chances are there's one near you.
I just picked up cash for an air conditioner, and getting here was no sweat.
Wherever you need them, Western Union, the fastest way to send money worldwide.
What are you setting your sights on? And when you see it, will you be ready? Just pick up the phone, dial 1-800-645-ARMY, and you'll get this free DVD. You'll learn about the hundreds of opportunities the Army can offer you. Skills, education, healthcare. Call 1-800-645-ARMY, and you'll also get this free boonie hat. Whatever you're looking for, the Army can help you find it.
ESPN's Dream Job returns with a new spin.
Welcome back.
As ESPN searches for the next NBA analyst, former NBA players Dana Barros, Gerald Wilkins, J.R. Reed, Matt Bullard, Dee Brown, and Daryl Dawkins are ready to take their shot at the analyst job.
I don't want no real job. I lost it.
If these guys are off their game, they won't stay in ours.
Dream Job.
The new season of Dream Job. Live Sunday, February 27th at 10 on ESPN.
What you wish you could do in real life,
Can I see it in red again?
now you can do at the all-new, completely redesigned VHIX.com. The all-new VHIX.com. Roadmap to the automotive world.
Tonight on CN8, a look at New England sports fans and their love of memorabilia on Sports Pulse with Ed Berliner. Then loose cannons fire off on the hot topics of the day on Lou Tilley's Sports Connection. Tonight on CN8, the Comcast Network.
Welcome back inside a very noisy Verizon Wireless Arena. 2 periods in the books here in the 2005 All-Star Classic for the American Hockey League, and a close one it is. Canada leading Planet USA 4-3. And Ray, this game has featured a ton of talent. We know that, but it's also a lot of young talent. There's a lot of first-time All-Stars in this game, and there's a lot of young guys in this game getting their first chance to showcase their talents at this level.
Well, the American Hockey League is thought of as a development league, and they should be very proud of the way that their teams have been able to develop young talent. But you're right, this year with the labor situation the way it is, we are seeing players that wouldn't normally be here, but at 35 of the 40 players are first-time All-Stars. The age of the players is really remarkable. And, you know, you can talk about the first-round draft picks. Well, they should be in the American League All-Star Game, because if they're drafted well, that they should be progressing to a point where they're the best in the league. But look at the number of players that have NHL experience, and I think that's what makes this All-Star weekend here in Manchester so much more special and so much better than All-Star games in the past.
Well, you know, players in the state of hockey right now are not necessarily in the Valentine's Day cards or the fans, but the guys here in the American Hockey League certainly do a great job of community relations.
Well, they certainly do. You see them taking the time out to go and spend some time with some kids. Players are generally very good in the community, and a lot of times the leadership is what gets the players into the community. And Willie O'Ree, who we heard from earlier, one of the finest ambassadors of the game, leading the charge and getting people out in the community. And these players have done a terrific job and had a good time with it all weekend.
One of those terrific players is standing by with our Peter Labardius, and he wears the C.
Craig Darby's in his 5th American Hockey League All-Star Game. What happened for you guys in the second period? You told me off camera the first period was a tad embarrassing.
It was embarrassing. You know, we wanted to have fun out here, but we didn't want to get embarrassed, so we tried to turn it up a notch a little bit and score some more goals.
What do we expect in the third quickly, because I know you want to get back to action?
Well, hopefully it's the same way. Hopefully it's the same as the second period, and we get some more goals and we win the game.
Thanks, and congratulations on another appearance.
Thank you very much.
Kevin?
We'll be back with the start of the third period here from Manchester right after this.
Boomerangs remind me of Australia.
They remind me of my heartburn. It keeps coming back 2-3 days a week. So I carry these.
Hey, that's frequent heartburn. Maybe you should try a different kind of medicine.
Like?
Prilosec OTC.
It's the only OTC that directly shuts down lots of acid pumps. That's why 1 pill a day can work for 24 hours.
24 hours of zero heartburn.
Bye-bye Boomerang.
1 pill a day.
24 hours. Zero heartburn.
Thanks to Domino's, now I'm taking over as the most fun day of the week. Oh, man.
They're a little tied up.
Get the door. It's Domino's 2 times Tuesday. Buy any large pizza and get a second pizza of equal or lesser value free on Tuesdays at Domino's.
When the best tasting light beer in the world and your friends connect, it's easy to lose track of time. I wanna do it. Sam Adams Light, the taste of good times.
The Yellow Box Sale. Get built-in walkie-talkie, GPS capability for voice-guided directions, and web access on phones starting at just 99 cents for a limited time. The Nextel Yellow Box Sale. Call 8888 Nextel to shop or find a store. Act now. Get the I-205 for 99 cents. Call 8888 Nextel now.
Hey! Notre Dame, right?
ESPN's coming to the Walt Disney World Resort. Join us in Florida for ESPN The Weekend. Go to ESPNtheweekend.com now.
The 2005 American Hockey League All-Star Game is brought to you by RBK Hockey. The switch is on. And Dodge. Grab life by the horns. Third period just underway. The Canadian All-Stars with a 1-goal lead on a resurgent Planet USA team that has come back with 3 goals in the second. So this third period could be wild and woolly. Here's Simone Gamache with Jason Spezza. Spezza up the middle. He is cut off. Now a giveaway. Moving in is Wiseman. Oh, great pass. Gamache trying to finish it off. And welcome to the game, Ryan Miller.
Ryan Miller doesn't have much time to warm up. Absolutely, he has his 5 or 10 warm-up shots before the period. Here Dennis Wideman walks in, makes a great between the legs pass to Gamache. There's one save, there's two by Ryan Miller. The puck comes out, and they're not able to lift the puck over top of him, as that's Patrick Sharp with the third chance.
Now let's go downstairs right now and join a Hall of Famer standing by with our Peter Labardius. Hey, Peter.
Hall of Famer and a 10-time NHL All Star, and Larry Robinson. Larry, I know you've been pretty impressed with the skill level in the first 2 periods.
Well, the skating and the passing has been as good as I've seen around. I like when guys, you know, put a little zip on the puck and throw the puck around it the way that they do. And the other thing is I've been impressed with is the goaltending. You know, usually the goalie's the last guy in these All-Star games that he gets back home and he has goes to sleep at night seeing pucks, but they've played pretty darn good hockey here. It's been very entertaining.
You've seen the game from every single angle. You played on the high-flying Canadians in the 70s. Does the NHL, with what's going on, need to focus maybe just as much on trying to improve that end of the game?
Well, that was a question asked to me earlier, and you know, I'm a firm believer if it ain't broken, don't fix it. And you know, during the 70s and the 80s, you never heard anybody complaining about the game or the product on the ice. It's only since they've been talking about changing this and changing that have we really had a problem with the game itself. So, you know, why don't we just go back to the way it was?
Larry, thanks so much for your time, and I know you've really enjoyed your time here in Manchester.
Yeah, it's been great. Thank you so much.
Larry Robinson, as we send it back to you guys upstairs.
Larry Robinson with a boatload of Stanley Cup rings as a player and as a coach. I played for him in Los Angeles. One of the nicest gentlemen in the National Hockey League that the National Hockey League has in their alumni.
6 cups as a player, 1 as a coach, and Ryan Miller got a quick introduction to this game.
Well, Ryan Miller is backstopped the Rochester Americans to the best record in the American Hockey League. His 29 wins lead the American Hockey League. And in the All-Star game of last year, he was the top goaltender at the skills competition. He did it again this year. And he really seems to be the type of guy that doesn't get too flustered in goal. And so when guys are peppering him from 8 feet out, he doesn't seem to be bothered.
Ryan Miller, as you mentioned, #1 in wins and 5th in save percentage in the American Hockey League at .932. Hutchison throwing it towards the net. That's picked off by Roche. Pass for Wellwood didn't work. Plekanec, so the neat little pass to Holmquist. Holmquist plays it back as the Planet USA team is changing up. Holmquist gives it to Plekanec. That gets by him, and Mike Camilleri comes up with a puck. Being watched by Svitov. Quick pass. Wellwood moving in with Jason King. Here is King. And he is checked before he could get too far by Christian Ehrhoff. Plekanec ridden gently into the boards by Danny Hamhuis. We've only seen 1 penalty in this game, and I don't think we may see another with a 4-3 game now.
You don't think Terry Koharski's going to even it up?
Yeah, they're due. Here's Bochenski. Well, the pass for Dustin Brown, just a little bit too far for him. Bochenski is an impressive rookie. As Ray mentioned earlier, he is #1 among rookies in points. Here's the zone. Here's Pitkanen moving in. Trying to get loose was Bork. Instead, it's Ehrhoff with a shot, bouncing puck in front. Clear but not out. Ehrhoff will get another chance. This time he tries to get it to Brown, and it's picked off by Steve Eminger. Now here's Zach Parise in the corner. Zach Parise plays it back up top for Pitkanen. He gets it back again. Parise out in front for Brown with a shot. Another chance for Bochenski. And Guerin is into the game now as he makes 2 good saves. He may have to make more. Ehrhoff moving in. Oh, there was an opportunity to raise the hand as Ehrhoff knocked down Ouellette, but play continues. Dustin Brown reaching for the puck, too far for him. Hamhuis, though, can't clear it. Here's Pitkanen. Danny Pitkanen trying to keep it in. And it's cleared down towards the Canadian end. They're on a change. Hopier trying to take advantage of it. Walks in with Bochenski. Takes the shot. Guerin the save. Hamhuis plays it right to his goaltender, and he'll cover it up.
Help Matthew cover this up, says Dan Hamhuis. He got stuck on a long shift. Matthew Guerin's having a terrific year here in Manchester. Was traded to the Los Angeles Kings in July from the Montreal Canadiens. where he was the number 44 pick in the 96 draft. And he has got among the quickest legs of any goaltender that you're going to see. And look how quick he gets his legs out. He's able to spread on the bottom of the net. He catches with his right hand, which is a little bit different, of course, than most goaltenders. But Matthew Garon had a terrific season here in Manchester. Number 3 in shutouts with 6, and he's number 4 in goals against average at under 2 a game.
Salmelainen with a shot that gets tipped up into the netting. And of all the 6 All-Star goaltenders, he has the highest save percentage at .933.
Very popular here in Manchester. And you're going to see the puck come from behind the net out front. Tony Salmelainen knocks it down, and then the puck is deflected away. Jason Spezza able to reach out with his lanky reach and deflect the puck away.
Now a chance for Spezza. Trying to get away from Koivu. Moving in against Papier. Spezza centering pass, looking for Weidman. Went off his skate. And back the other way. Here comes Tony Salmelainen. Going one-on-one against Nicolette. Stops. Salmelainen leaves it there. And it's picked up by Simon Gamache. Gamache then gives it away to Koivu. Koivu lost it. Nicolette's got it. Gamache starts the rush. Gamache out there with Sharp and Spezza. Now Tony Salmelainen. Moving in with Koivu. Koivu to Salmelainen. He's being watched by Lawrence Nicolette. In behind the net. Bergenheim gives it to Koivu. Koivu bouncing puck out in front, and it hopped over the stick of Anton Volchenkov. Now Jason Spezza getting away. He's got Baumgartner with him, but it's the end of the shift, so he's going to head off. 14:19 to go here in regulation time. 34-22, Planet USA out shooting the Canadians, but the Canadians have a 4-3 lead. Up the middle, Ryan Kessler with a nice pass, looking for the captain, Craig Darby. And Darby, a 5th-time All-Star, a 2nd-round pick of Montreal in 1991, and we'll have a chance to talk to him when we come back a little bit later on. Oh, here's a giveaway. Darby almost walked in, but Perrin clears it away. Gilbert will give it to Craig Darby. Darby moving in. And stopped. Ovechkov pass for Volchenko. Hopped over his stick. Perrin starts away for the Canadians. He is stopped. Back the other way. Here comes Craig Darby. He's having a great shift. Darby out there with Kessler. And number 19, Andy Hilbert. Hutchison and Ballard are the blue liners for Planet USA. Team trying to snap a 5-game losing streak against the Canadians. Ryan Miller guarding the net. And Darby will start the rush. A long pass. Hilbert up the middle for Hutchison to Darby, and just offside. We'll take a break and come back to the Verizon Wireless Arena, where the Canadian All-Stars have a 1-goal lead.
At Reebok, we used hockey's elite to test, analyze, and develop our new high-performance gear. And what did we find out? That the best in the game demand the best for their game. Introducing Reebok Hockey. The switch is on.
Attention air travelers, are you tired of fighting the congestion and chaos typically found at larger airports? When traveling to the Boston area, try Manchester Airport instead. Just 50 miles from the heart of Boston, Manchester Airport is now served by most major airlines and offers over 200 daily flights to many U.S. cities and Canada. So do yourself a favor. Next time you need to travel to the Boston area for business or pleasure, consider using the convenient alternative to Logan. Manchester Airport, a better way to Boston.
Joe, you're glad we got the Durango, right?
Of course.
And you liked all the money we saved when we bought it, right?
Got us a bigger boat.
Oh, and how about the Hemi engine and the DVD player and the hands-free cell? Then why won't you use the navigation system?
I'm not lost.
Dodge Durango.
This is starting to look familiar.
It's a lot of great stuff for a great price. Grab Zero Plus. 0% financing plus package discounts plus February bonus cash for total savings up to $8,600.
Verizon Wireless Arena is the site of the 2005 AHL All Star Classic. We're in the third period. The Canadians with a 4-3 lead. The captain of the Planet USA All Stars is Craig Darby. And Craig, this is your 5th All-Star game. Is it still as thrilling?
Oh, no question. We got a good game going here. You know, I thought the Canadians dominated us in the first period, and then we started getting our legs under us, and we're playing well. It's just a matter of us getting some goals here.
Craig, number 51 all-time in the American Hockey League in scoring. How much pride do you take at where your career has taken you, and as you sit and climb higher in the record books?
Oh, you know, I always want to play the best I can. And no matter what, try to get as many goals and assists as I possibly can, and that leads to wins. And you know, personally, I try to take a pretty good stand on trying to play hard every game, and that's all I got to do. You know, keep playing until they tell me to go home.
Well, Darbs, we're just taking a look at your assist here on that great play to Ryan Kessler and Andy Hilbert. 12 years, your 12th year as a pro. How much do you still enjoy coming to the rink?
Oh, I enjoy it. You know, we're having a tough year this year in Springfield, but I still enjoy coming and playing and hanging out with the guys and, you know, working towards a goal and winning some games. That's what I want to do, and that's what I want to keep on doing.
Craig, a lot of fun this All-Star weekend for the fans and for us in the broadcast booth. How about for the players?
Oh, yeah. It's, you know, in the first period, we were a little embarrassed, and, you know, now we're starting to have some fun out here. And that's all it is, you know, have some fun, show the fans a good game out here, and hopefully we get the win.
You guys are so busy in the American League playing. You play many nights, 3 times in 3 nights, so you're going to get a day off from practice at the end of this weekend.
I'm losing you here, I think.
Hey, Darbs, I'm just saying, you guys play so many games in a row. You think you'll get a day off from practice when you get back?
Oh, I hope so. I know, I think they're all giving us a day off, but then we hop right back into it with 3 games in 3 nights this weekend and get right back at it pretty quick.
Craig, I heard you don't get the day off unless you score a goal in this game.
Oh, no.
Well, you better get going, Darbs. You better get going.
That's right. Shoot the puck.
There you go. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Thank you.
Craig Darby, the captain of Planet USA. His team down by 1 with 11:30 to go here in the third period. 9,916 watching this one, and they're watching Ryan Miller play well in the Planet USA net, giving his team a chance to come back. Dustin Brown and Zach Parise along with Brandon Bochinski up front as that puck goes off the netting.
Zach Parise, the first-round draft choice of the New Jersey Devils back in 2003. The Devils had traded up spots in the draft to select Parise, whose father, J.P. Parise, is in the building tonight. Longtime National Hockey League player, runs Shattuck St. Mary's hockey program in Minnesota. But Zach Parise really impresses with his ability on the ice to see what's going around him. He's such a nice skater. He's got a low center of gravity. He doesn't get knocked off the puck very much. And as usual, New Jersey's drafted a player that knows how to play the game. He has knowledge of where to be and how to do it on the ice. And he's got a fine career in front of him, but he's having a terrific rookie season.
Dennis Weidman picks up the puck, a long pass. And that was intended for Sharp, too far for him. Kronwall gets it. Neat little pass to Mikko Koivu. Tony Salmelainen out there with Bergenheim. Salmelainen cutting for the net. Good play. Knocked that away by Nicolette. Salmelainen comes up with the puck again right through the crease. And Garon was there to get the stick on it to steer it away. Spezza back the other way with Gamache. Spezza moving in. Jason Spezza still has it out in front. Sharp with a shot. And Ryan Miller again, a great save as we go end to end. Here's Tony Salmelainen of the Edmonton Roadrunners. Mikko Koivu gives it back in, gets another chance and scores! Ray, we talked about the chemistry of these two. They played in the World Junior Championship together, and it pays off with a tying goal.
Well, clearly they looked like they knew what the other player was going to do with the puck, and Tony Salmelainen makes a terrific play, taking the puck, one-touching it back to Mikko Koivu, who has nothing but wide open net to shoot at. Matthew Garon, no chance. Terrific play by the European line. The Finnish kids move the puck very well. Bergenheim goes to the net on the other side to open up some room. But Salmelainen across the front of the net, and Mikko Koivu was able to put it away and tie the game.
The Canadians scored 4 goals in the first period. Planet USA came back with 3 in the second, and here at 9:42 of the third, they've tied things up on the goal by Mikko Koivu. Koivu plying his trade with the Houston Aeros. And Ryan Miller in the net could be key. This guy with 29 wins to lead the American Hockey League. He's going to be asked to shut the door here. We'll take a break and come back with more from the All-Star Game in Manchester.
Introducing the most powerful Volvo ever. The Volvo XC90 V8. The only V8 with the added power of legendary Volvo safety. How powerful is it?
Powerful enough to get you into space.
Win a flight on Virgin Galactic. Enter at boldlygo.com.
Chevy Malibu LT versus Toyota Camry XL EV6. Malibu has factory-installed remote vehicle start. Camry doesn't. Malibu has a flat fold front passenger seat, not Camry. Malibu even has better fuel economy. Proof once again that all cars are not created equal. And now get $3,000 total cash back on a 2005 Chevy Malibu. See your local Chevy dealer today.
He's back. Jim Rome is burning at a new time on ESPN, 5 days a week. More Rome and more smack. Jim Rome is burning weekdays at 4:30 Eastern on ESPN. For more information, log on to ESPN.com. Hey guys, we're back and let's send it down to Peter Labardius. Peter.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Joined by Larry Plow, the GM of the St. Louis Blues. Larry, I think you'd agree it's a pretty wonderful showcase here in Manchester for the American Hockey League.
Well, an all-star game, you got a 4-4 score, and it's a great building. What a show for the American Hockey League.
I have to ask you, what are you hearing about talks, lack of talks, any talks?
We're supposed to talk about the game. You know, it's like anything else. It's quiet, so I'm just hoping. I've stayed optimistic throughout this whole thing, and I still think something's going to happen.
Well, we all, I think, echo those sentiments. Thanks for this.
Thank you.
Gentlemen.
Thank you, Peter.
Larry Plow has done so many things in his career. A terrific player. He was my first coach in the American Hockey League, and I played for him in Hartford. Now the general manager, done a fine job in St. Louis, building the organization in St. Louis, and again another great guy in the game of hockey. Just a real nice man.
Well, we've got a great game going here, 4-4. Canadians looking to take the lead, and again it is Ryan Miller putting on a show as he robs Eric Stahl.
Ryan Miller goes post to post and makes a terrific save on one of the top prospects we haven't talked enough about, and that's Eric Stahl. But Kobasu's going to make a terrific pass across the front of the net, flat and hard. Ryan Miller's able to read it and get across the net on Eric Stahl. Stahl is big and strong. He's just going to add weight to his frame as he gets older. Very clever player, but Ryan Miller again across the front of the net, reads the play, which is most important, is able to get across the net.
Eric Stahl from Lowell leads that team in offense with 53 points so far.
Yeah, he took a few boos in the warm-up and the player introductions here. Clearly Manchester and Lowell don't get along very well. As Chuck Kobasu, his teammate, took a few boos as well, and along with Dennis Weidman from Worcester, there's some battles going on in the American Hockey League for sure.
They love their Manchester All-Stars here as the guys were introduced. Every time their name was called, the fans will be on their feet. Over 9,000 here to take in this All-Star game. 8 minutes, 38 seconds to go. In a tie 4-4 game, 37-24, the shots on goal in favor of Planet USA. And it has been Planet USA ever since the first period when the Canadians took a 4-0 lead. Here's Thomas Plekanec. Plekanec hangs on to it, looking for Holmquist. He's got Svitov out in front, but instead it's Matthew Garon who cuts it off and gets the whistle.
Well, Thomas Holmquist tries to go off the side of Matthew Garon from the side of the net. Holmquist is a little bit of an older player, in this game at 25 years old. He plays in Cincinnati, the Anaheim Mighty Ducks farm team, and you're going to see him make a clever play here. He doesn't have anywhere to go with the puck, so he's going to try and bank it off Matthew Garon. And Holmquist, after being drafted in the first round in '97, had played in the Finnish Pro League and the Swedish Elite League for a few years.
Quick shot there as Ouellette let it go, and it deflects up into the netting. We got another whistle.
Holmquist is in his second year in the American Hockey League. He's a gritty kid. He really skates well, and one of those players that at the end of the game, the opposing coach really notices his effort and says, you know what, this is a kid that's played pretty well again tonight. And he's in North America after his stint in Europe, as I mentioned, and really finding his way at the North American game.
Well, the 2005 Calder Cup playoffs are coming soon. Stay tuned to CalderCup.com for the latest playoff races, facts, and history. CalderCup.com will keep you prepared as your team competes for the 2005 Calder Cup Championship. The cup is ready. Are you? Now Rochester and Manchester, the two teams that are leading the charge in both the West and the East right now. Verizon lays it back up top. Pitkanen gets it to Dustin Brown. Brown in behind the net. Still has it. Dustin Brown swings a pass, and it's picked off by Steve Eminger. Eminger will give it to Rene Bourque. Bourque winds, fires a shot, and Christian Ehrhoff did a good job to get his stick in the way of the hardest shooter from the skills competition. Yanni Pitkanen back the other way. Here comes Pitkanen trying to control a bouncing puck. Lets the shot go. Garon reaching for it. Puck still loose. Lafayette leaves it there for Pitkanen.
In the last 15 seconds, we just got a good glimpse of the skating ability of Yanni Pitkanen. He leads the rush, gets a shot on goal at one end of the ice, and then is able to get back at the other end of the ice to break up a rush.
4th overall, first-round draft pick of Philadelphia in 2002. Now Tony Selmalainen cutting for the net. Here's Selmalainen with a backhand. Garon the save. Jason Spezza picks up the puck in the corner. Spezza up the middle for Simon Gamache. Gamache crosses the blue line. He gets checked. Selmalainen clears it to the blue line. Spezza able to keep it in. There's a quick shot by Nicolette that just rings wide. 6 minutes, 16 seconds to go here in regulation time. We're all tied up at 4. Back the other way. Mikko Koivu. He and Selmalainen combined to tie this game. Takes a shot. Garon steers it into the corner. Sharp sends it along the boards. That doesn't work. Bergenheim going after it. Weidman checks in. Weidman being watched by Selmalainen. Now Sharp plays it off the boards. Okay, Koivu keeps it in. Holmquist trying to get free. Gives it to Koivu. Here comes Koivu moving in. Out in front looking for Selmalainen. Gets the puck back again. Mikko Koivu taking a look. Got Holmquist in front. Selmalainen down low. Koivu. It comes to Selmalainen in front of the net. Koivu with a shot that goes wide. Kept in. Here's Koivu again. Koivu lays it down low. This line has been very effective in this third period. Selmalainen tied up by Lawrence Nicolette. And Spezza just wants to relieve the pressure and does. 40 shots for Planet USA. Ryan Kessler trying to make a move around Weidman. That didn't work. Stahl. Darby battled for that loose puck. Picked up by Chuck Kobasu. Long pass intended for Stahl. Darby back the other way. He's got Kessler with him. Darby moving in on the outside around Bouwmeester. Darby centering pass looking for Kessler. He was tied up by Nolan Baumgartner of the Manitoba Moose. Baumgartner goes down. Play continues. Hilbert backhand to Kessler. Here's Ryan Kessler in behind the net for Craig Darby, the captain, looking out in front. Quick shot there by Hilbert, and a great save by Garon.
There are those quick legs of Garon I was talking about earlier. Terrific pad save.
Hutchison now swings it around the far side. Andy Hilbert racing after it against Bouwmeester. Kessler, good job to keep it in at the blue line. Still battling for the loose puck, and Bouwmeester comes up with it. Again, Kessler is there to keep it in. Gets it to Hilbert. He's got Hutchison with him. Hilbert trying to get free, couldn't do it. And back the other way comes Chuck Kobasu. Gives it to Perrin. Perrin trying to give it back to him, and it was cut off there by Keith Ballard. 3 minutes, 50 seconds left to go here in regulation time in the third period. And a chance now for Mike Camilleri. Camilleri winds, fires a shot, and that one missed on the far side.
Well, the fans would have loved to see Camilleri score a goal of under 4 minutes left.
He's out there with King and Wellwood. Holmquist up for Plekanec. Thomas Plekanec throws it towards the net, and Svitov trying to get a stick on it. It was just wide. Holmquist able to keep it in. Holmquist driving for the net, now in behind, turns. He is checked. Camilleri comes up with a puck and looks for Travis Roach. Roach will start the rush. Crosses the blue line with Jason King. Pass behind him. Thomas Plekanec finds an open wing. And racing forward is Svitov. Svitov centering pass, and that hits Tiley. Play back to Pitkanen, and he wasn't quite ready for it. He'll go back into his own zone and pick it up. Under 3 minutes to go here in regulation time. Michael Holmquist drops it for Plekanec over to Svitov. Svitov plays it to the point. Here is Christian Ehrhoff. Fakes the shot. Now throws it towards the net. Plekanec looking for the rebound. Garon again stands his ground. Kyle Wellwood of the St. John's Maple Leafs back the other way with Jason King. Here is Wellwood. Takes his time, looking hopefully for Camilleri. A little bit too far for him. King in behind the net for Camilleri. Comes loose out in front. Here's Buchenski trying to get free. Pass for Dustin Brown went off his skate. Both teams are changing with 2 minutes and 22 seconds to go here in regulation time. Ryan Pothier of the Binghamton Senators sets up in behind his own net. Parise up front with Brown and Buchenski. Here is Brandon Buchenski. Gives it to Dustin Brown. Brown with a quick shot. Garon, the bad save. Pothier able to keep it in for Planet USA. He'll backhand it in around behind the net. Andrews trying to get rid of it. Dustin Brown is there to pick it up in the corner. Brown leaves it there for Kronwall. Good play by Ouellette to break it up, and Dan Hamhuis will start back for the Canadiens. 1:41 to go here in regulation time. Dan Hamhuis. Bergeron in behind the net. Bourque still has it. Rene Bourque trying to get a shot away. Does, and that one caught a piece of iron. Rene Bourque comes close to his second goal of the game. He's got the puck now in the corner with 1:22 to go. There's a quick shot and a great save by Ryan Miller as Weidman let it go. Another chance. Good play by Weidman to keep it in. Fires it into the corner. Here is Bourque. Bourque spinning to get away from Kronwall. Bergeron tied up by Zach Parise in behind the net. Parise's got the puck now. He'll flip it to an open wing. Clear but not out. Weidman able to keep it in briefly. Less than a minute to go here in regulation time. We're tied at 4. The 2005 AHL All Star Classic.
Couple of good chances finally for the Canadian team on the stick of Rene Bourque, but Ryan Miller with the save, and then Weidman with his big shot from the point. A clear chance on goal. Miller again with another save.
Volchenkov coming up for him for his defensive position. He'll have to retreat now as Jason Spezza makes a move at the blue line. He gets stopped. Simon Gamache spins. Here is Sharp. He is stopped at the blue line. 23 seconds left in regulation time. Jay Bouwmeester now with a head of steam. He can skate. Bouwmeester gains the zone. In behind the net it goes. Bergenheim is there. Sends it around the boards. Waiting for it was Bergenheim, and now Koivu sent it down front. Salmelainen with a chance. Garon is stopped. Bouwmeester picks it up, and this game ends in a 4-4 tie after regulation time. When we come back, we won't have overtime. We're going straight to a shootout to decide the 2005 All Star Game.
And now, dipping Pizza Hut's new Dip and Strips pizza, the Great Gonzo. Nice. Pizza! Wait a second, Piggy. You have to dip it.
What? Dip?
Introducing Pizza Hut's Dip and Strips Pizza. Diponomically designed strips and 3 delectable dipping sauces.
Incoming! Piggy, in the cup!
All for just $9.99.
Looks like the pig's hitting the sauce again.
Gather around the good stuff.
It's the hot thing in activewear. Bengay's Ultra Strength Pain Relieving Patch. Now even stronger for deep heating relief. And it lasts up to 8 hours. Try the Ultra Strength Bengay Pain Relieving Patch. It's what's hot in pain relief.
When the best tasting light beer in the world and your friends connect, it's easy to lose track of time. I wanna do it. Sam Adams Light, the taste of good times.
Western Union has over 170,000 agent locations worldwide, so chances are there's one near you.
I just picked up cash for an air conditioner, and getting here was no sweat.
Wherever you need them, Western Union, the fastest way to send money worldwide.
Tired of paying those high interest rates on your credit cards? Why not consolidate them into one monthly payment at a great low rate with an eLoan home equity line of credit? It's easy. Apply today at eloan.com.
Regulation time has come and gone. We've gone to the shootout. Here's Jason Spezza. Takes the shot, and Ryan Miller stops him. Best of 5. Zach Parise will step in now for Planet USA.
Oh, they got a little trouble getting out of the bench there. Bochenski's going to sit down. He's just a little anxious, and here goes Zach Parise.
Up against Matthew Garon. Look how far out of the crease he is. Parise moving in. Parise scores! Zach Parise of the Albany River Rats. Now for St. John's Maple Leafs, it's going to be Kyle Wellwood.
He's got soft hands. He's at 5-goal game this season already.
Ryan Miller again comes up big. Now it's time. Thomas Plekanec from the Hamilton Bulldogs.
He's got a terrific wrist shot. He's very quick. He may take the puck to one side and unload a quick shot. He's got a very good wrist shot.
Goes upstairs with a backhand. And 2 goals from Planet USA. What a goal by the Bulldog Plekanec.
Terrific goal by Thomas Plekanec.
Time now for Chuck Kobasu.
Taking some booze here, the Lowell Lock Monster. Chuck Kobasu played in Calgary last year.
Kobasu stopped by Miller. The Canadians have been shut down, and the Planet USA All-Stars have been perfect so far. Andy Hilbert, who set a record for shooting accuracy last night, with a chance to win the All-Star game, takes the shot and scores!
That will do it.
Planet USA avenges and snaps a 5-game losing streak, and they win the 2005 All-Star Classic.
Terrific hockey game here in Manchester. For a game that got out to a 4-0 lead, the Canadians jump all over Planet USA in the first period. You really wondered what type of game we were going to see for the last 40 minutes, Kevin, but it was fantastic.
And, you know, we talked about how many goals were going to be scored. We usually see that in an All-Star game, but tip your hat to the 6 goaltenders, because keeping it to a 9-goal game and getting it into a shootout is really a testament to their ability. And how about Ryan Miller coming in and shutting them down?
Ryan Miller was terrific in the third period. And, you know, the 2 goalkeepers that actually gave up the most goals, Kerry Lehtinen and Joey McDonald, were both terrific in their stints as well. But you're right, all 6 goaltenders played very well. What impressed me with this game mostly was the pace of the game. The guys really skated well. They moved the puck very crisply, and we saw some beautiful goals highlighted by a terrific Thomas Plekanec goal in the shootout.
A total of 70 shots fired the way of those 6 goaltenders. As we go downstairs and join our Peter Labardius with the hero of the day, Andy Hilbert.
Andy Hilbert has enjoyed quite a last couple of days and must feel good to ice the shootout with your 3rd shot.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was a lot of fun. We didn't come out and play very good in the first period, kind of embarrassed ourselves. So we took it as a team and thought we'd come out and, try to give the fans a little bit better show.
What turned the tide for you guys? Because it was a completely different story in the last 40 minutes.
Yeah, definitely. Our coach came in and kind of gave it to us first time in All-Star game, but we came back, we had fun, and we came out with a win, which is what we wanted to do.
This is your 3rd game, and you've been on the losing end against the Canadians. This must feel good just to get back in the win column.
Yeah, definitely. It's always nice to win. I think we had a 5 or 6 game losing streak, so it's nice to get a win, and it was a lot of fun.
Tell me about last last night, becoming the first player ever to hit 4 out of 4 targets.
You know, it was pretty surprising, but, you know, it was a lot of fun. I just went out there and, you know, shot the puck and got the first one and had some confidence and just rolled from there.
Thanks so much. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Gentlemen, Andy Hilbert, 27 during the regular season, and he ices the shootout here tonight.
Absolutely, Peter. Thanks very much. And we're looking at the game's MVP from the Hamilton Bulldogs, Thomas Plekanec, and he scored a beauty in the shootout.
He did. He scored the first goal as well for Planet USA, coming from behind the net and quickly putting the puck behind the goaltender. Just a terrific game. Beautiful goals, good goaltending, nice passing. I don't know that the city of Manchester and the American Hockey League could do it any better than this.
We've got plenty more coming from the city of Manchester, New Hampshire, the site of the 2005 AHL All Star Classic, won by Planet USA in a shootout.
BK Big Fish with cheese.
Yo.
Oh, you gotta reel it in.
Just give me the sandwich. I'm not reeling it in.
Come on, it's a big fish. Just reel it in. Oh, come on, it's a bigger fish than that.
Oh,
yeah, go.
Oh, you got it.
Go. Go. Nice one, Skipper.
The new spicy BK Big Fish. It's spicy. It bites back.
Have it your way.
Are you meeting up with Jenny?
Let me check. Hey, Jenny. It's me. Hold on, there's somebody on my other line. Hello?
Looks like it's time to sign up for the new Family Share Plan from Verizon Wireless. Get the first 2 lines for $59.99 and each additional line for $9.99. All with unlimited in-calling to other customers from our coverage area. Plus, get a Samsung A670 camera phone for just $49.99.
Good.
Verizon Wireless, we never stop working for you.
Welcome back to Manchester. Everybody's still celebrating, and why not? Let's go downstairs and join Peter Labardia with Zach Parise. Peter, take it away.
Andy Hilbert may have put away the shootout. This guy scored the only goal that Planet USA would require in the shootout. Zach Parise in his rookie season in Albany of this American Hockey League. First off, talk about the shot that pretty much put this in the bank, as it turned out.
Well, it was just the Manchester coach wouldn't give away what move to use on him, so I just used one that I had stored away, but I saw he come out pretty far. I couldn't shoot, and I wanted to shoot upper glove, but it wasn't there, so I had to just try to go around him.
Pretty impressive comeback for your team after things went horribly, really, in the first period.
It was pretty embarrassing in the first period. We kind of woke up in between periods, but we didn't. In the second, third period, we started to enjoy ourselves. We had a lot more fun out here when we were scoring goals and we were making plays, and it was a blast.
Congratulations on a great night and what's been a terrific first-year pro hockey for you.
Thank you very much.
Zach Parise was the tournament MVP for the United States of the World Junior Championship in 2004 and scores a big shootout goal tonight. I couldn't keep him any longer, guys. He had to get in the picture, and it's been a long time since Planet USA has captured this game.
Absolutely, Peter. They had gone 5 All-Star games without a victory, but they get a home ice win for them. And Ray, things didn't look good in the beginning. They were down 4-0 after the first period.
They were absolutely snowed under early in the game, and if it wasn't for Kerry Lettinen's heroics, it would have been much worse than that in the first period. But the players had talked about it. They went back to the locker room, and Bruce Boudreau, the Manchester coach, talked to them about, show a little pride here. We want to play the game. You don't want to get embarrassed. You want to have fun, and they came out and they really dominated the last 2 periods.
And Ray, with the rule changes, we talked about it with Dave Andrews going to a shootout. What a great way to decide this All-Star game. Let's take a look at how that shootout went. Matthew Guerin and Ryan Miller were the guys in net.
Well, Jason Spezza tries to go through the 5-hole on Miller to open it up. He does not score, and there's Zach Parise talking about his move around Guerin. Kyle Wellwood, who's got terrific hands, is going to go in and try and go over Miller's glove. He does not get it high enough. This is the most beautiful goal of the shootout. Thomas Plekanec, who had scored earlier, scores. There's a save off of Chuck Kobasu, and here's the clincher by Andy Hilbert as he beats Matthew Guerin. Guerin gives up 3 goals and 3 shots in the shootout, but there was no way that goes to overtime without the great save that Guerin makes with about 5 seconds left in the third period.
Well, the stars were shining brightly tonight, and there's one guy that is happy the way things went. He's standing by with our Peter Labardia.
And why wouldn't he be smiling? 2 great days, and what a way to cap it off, Dave Andrews.
That was a great game. Boy, the players really put on a show here, and couldn't be any happier. It was a great game, really fun for the fans, a real celebration of our league and the great young players we have this year.
You've gone to the shootout in your games. I know it's really made the fans pleased. They wanted it tonight right off the bat because there was some question whether you might go to overtime and then to the shootout.
Well, the fans love it for sure. We've done our homework, and fans like it all around the league. Our players actually like it a lot, too. It's exciting for them. There's some hockey traditionalists that don't think it's a good way to settle a game, but I think it's the way we're going in the future. It is really dramatic and entertaining for fans.
Dave, your thoughts just on the job that Manchester and the Monarchs and the entire community has done here over the last few days?
Well, AAA+, they've done an absolutely fantastic job. This has been, without question in my mind, the most successful event we've ever had in our 11-year history with the All-Star Classic, and this is a great hockey town, boy. They love their hockey. Lots of Canadian people that have lived here, that are living here, that support the game, support their team, and this has been a lot of fun, and it's really great to see our fans interacting with our players, and the players have been great with them for 2 days here. They've been out in the community, they've been with them at post-game parties. It's just been a really good celebration of our sport.
And I think it comes at a time where, let's face it, with a lot of things that are going on in another league, you need a shot in the arm right now, and it's good that it's coming from your league.
Well, we're happy to do it, and hopefully fans across Canada and the United States got to see some hockey tonight that was fun. They saw 20 first-round draft picks playing. They saw some exciting plays made, and I think hockey's going to be fine. These kids are great kids, and these are all National Hockey League players we're watching here tonight, and every one of them's just a terrific person. We've had a lot of fun with them for a couple of days, and at some point there's going to be a solution, Peter, and once it happens, we'll be back, and the NHL will be driving the hockey business, and it'll be fine.
As you mentioned earlier with Kevin and Ray upstairs, you brought this game back in 1995. It continues to be a really solid success. And is it fair to say this might be the best collection of talent during that 11-year stint?
Absolutely. I think it's by far the best collection of talent. And over those years, 92% of the players in our games have gone on to the National Hockey League. This year it'll probably be 100% from this group. But they've been wonderful. I can't say enough about them. And we've had a lot of fun here. Our fans have had a lot of fun. And anytime you can put together a party for everyone and have it work financially and have it work and provide exposure for your league, you have to be happy with it.
And now for what should be a terrific playoff drive for your league. There's lots of great races.
On to the Calder Cup. We'll start to see some contact again and some real hard-fought hockey. We've got a lot of good teams, a lot of good players, and we're looking forward to our other showcase, which is the historic Calder Cup Championship.
Yeah, we look forward to it too. Thanks so much for this.
Thanks, Peter.
Dave Andrews couldn't be happier with the 5-4 overtime shootout. I know he doesn't care who wins. He just loved the product.
We'll be back with more from Manchester right after this.
One of the reasons we play so well on the road is because we have a team out.
And then what happened? John Elway drove 98 yards.
She definitely cares about what we eat. Ooh, Miss McNabb.
Al, keep driving.
Oh, come on. For away games, she loves giving us Campbell's chunky soup in microwavable bowls. She makes the road feel like home.
Let me hear your battle cry.
Campbell's Chunky. It fills you up right.
I'm going to pick up a movie from Blockbuster.
Okay, drive safely.
Now Blockbuster is as close as your mailbox. Introducing Blockbuster Online. Choose your movies online, receive and return them by mail. Enjoy unlimited rentals and keep them as long as you want. Plus, get 2 free in-store rentals every month, all for just $14.99. Sign up now for a free 2-week trial at Blockbuster.com.
So what's this about our Guinness again?
I've discovered that Guinness Draft has only 125 calories.
Only 125 calories? Brilliant! What else have you been up to?
I've invented this little book. It's black. You put women's phone numbers in it.
A little black book? Brilliant!
Come here often. You can also use it as a coaster.
A coaster? Brilliant!
Brilliant!
Guinness Draft has only 125 calories. Enjoy it responsibly.
Brilliant!
Well, the game is over, but the party continues here in Manchester as they celebrate Planet USA's shootout victory over the Canadian All Stars 5-4. It goes into the books. And Ray, when you put together All Star weekends, This one is the first for me in the American Hockey League, and what a party it was. I mean, after the game, back at the hotels, people everywhere. Heck, even people were asking you for your autograph.
Well, they were down to the bottom end of their cards. They were pulling out some old ones there. But what was really interesting about the American League All-Star Game is how accessible the players were. In the skills competition, they pull the glass down in the neutral zone. The fans can get within inches of the players. It was really a neat thing.
And, you know, the fact that when we did the broadcast, it's heard right here in the PA system. That's new, it's innovative, it's something that they've done for 3 years now, and I think it sets a great trend.
It really does, and it allows the fans to be more involved with what's going on. Everybody knows clearly what's happening and what events are going on. I mean, that is if we do our job and explain what's going on. But it was terrific. The skills competition was unbelievable. The game, and it carried over into the game tonight as Kyle Wellwood scores the first goal of the game, and then Simone Gamache over to Ouellette for a beautiful goal to make it 2-0. And then Eric Perrin, shorthanded, taps one over Kari Lehtinen. And then Rene Bourque finishes off Kari Lehtinen's night, thankfully for Lehtinen, and it's 4-0. And it looked like Planet USA was dead in the water till Thomas Plekanec scored. Then Craig Darby to Ryan Kessler. Andy Hilbert taps in an easy one. And then with the score 4-2, Brendan Brochanski turns around and rifles one over McDonald. And then here might have been the most beautiful goal of the night. Mikko Koivu, Tony Salmelainen, Mikko Koivu to tie it up.
And then it goes to a shootout, and it was all Planet USA.
Zach Parise first. Thomas Plekanec, the MVP of the contest, scores a beautiful goal. And then Andy Hilbert leads the American League in shots taken this year. Takes the final one of tonight when he beats Matthew Guerin over the glove.
So a home ice victory for Planet USA. Now it's up to the Canadian All-Stars to get their pride back, because next year the game's at the beautiful MTS Center in Winnipeg. It's been fantastic, everybody, and we've really enjoyed this game here, the All-Star Game in Manchester, New Hampshire. Planet USA and Team Canada. Peter Ferraro, Ray Ferraro, Peter Lavardis, I'm Kevin Quinn for the entire crew. I'm happy you're here, and so long from Manchester, New Hampshire. Thanks for watching the 2005 AHL All Star Game. Let's all do it again next year. We will gather in Winnipeg, Manitoba at the MTS Center for another AHL All Star Game. Enjoy the Calder Cup, everybody. The run to the cup should be great.